Same.
Hello, hello. I have no players here. No, I'm just kidding. They're just both sitting far back enough to be off screen right now.
I have no sound.
You have no sound? I'm showing that it's going.
Oh god, I have a delay.
Oh god, you have a delay. Great.
And she has a delay.
Both of you refresh your pages. Stamp Steel, hello. Tails, hello.
Remember Ifrit?
Okay, so Stamped and Tails, you guys are able to hear us, right? Everyone able to hear us? Just Sage is on a delay, apparently? Okay, yes, good.
Testing.
Testing.
Much better.
Okay, good.
That was scary. I don't want another night like the Ifrit fight.
Yeah, really. Oh, the delay on that one. Yeah, I remember now.
How does Midoriya want to do this? 20 seconds
20
later.
seconds of silence, yeah. So, Quota is not joining us tonight. He had to work. Ragnar is here, Tatiana is here, Sage is here, and we have a new face joining the group tonight, also playing remotely, and that is Anave. And she will be... You might have just barely heard her there, but she will be joining the party at some point tonight. So, Happy New Year. Yay. First stream of 2020. Hopefully it's going to be a good year. I don't know. I don't have 2020 vision. But
I need to make everyone else feel old too. I just got a message from somebody. 2050 is as far away as 1990.
You lose your inspiration for that one. No, I'm just kidding.
Even if you did, Midoriya would get it back for...
Okay, so, if we don't have anything to cover, I guess we can go ahead and jump right into this.
Good.
All right, so...
So we're taking care of his part first, so we're going to go ahead.
Potentially.
Most likely, because... The Marauder's Guild, I wasn't in there, so...
You were not, but you could be.
I definitely wasn't because I was in the Arcanas.
Okay. Okay. So... Happy New Year, Tails. Stamped. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. So previously, Quota and Ragnar apologized to and received the forgiveness of the Chocobo rental agent who had earlier rebuked them for joking about eating his chocobos. They took a chocobo to Hawthorne Hut in the East Shroud, where they met Ida and Papalimo to hand off their link pearls. After some banter and getting to know the odd pair a little bit more, they returned to Ul'dah. Tatiana visited the Halatali dungeon to assess the state of the Tempered who had been present at the battle with Ifrit, and requested that one Tempered soul be kept alive for further examination. She spoke with an officer at the entrance, an Alamegan known as Ilberd Fear, who promised to pass the request up to the Flame General, while also expressing his disgust at the Ul'dan elite's lack of action in regards to Alamigo. Meanwhile, the rest of the party trekked to Little Alamigo in southern Thanalan, with Tatiana... I'm sorry, I just saw something flash across my phone screen and I looked down and it's a DM from Anave. Anyway... The rest of the party trekked to Little Alamigo in southern Thanalan, with Tatiana catching up with them before long. The party surveyed the sorry state of the Alamegan refugees, with Tatiana brainstorming ideas to improve their lot. Quota scared half the citizenry by talking loudly about wanting to summon Ifrit. Tensions quickly rose, but were diffused as the more scholarly members of the group explained the far less harmful nature of summoning an Eggy. The party moved on to Forgotten Springs, a Mikote settlement in the Sagoli Desert, where they met Ymitra, soon journeying out into the open dunes to summon an Eggy of Ifrit. Quota succeeded in summoning and taming the monster, and after a night in Forgotten Springs... That sounds like a steamy romance novel, A Night in Forgotten Springs. The party moved on to Libza Lomensa, preparing for the next remembrance ceremony. In Limsa, Tatiana and Seji visited the Arcanist Guild, where they spoke with the guildmaster Thubergheim about the Ascians and their apparently nigh incomprehensible powers. That is where we left off. Let me check real quick, is the audio balance okay? Actually, I can barely hear the music myself. I forgot to check the audio balance on my end. That would be why. Oh, yeah.
Do you remember your bookmark for the setting?
That's really low. Yeah, I have the bookmark for the, yeah. Right.
Sorry, I sound awful. I happen to be eating a salad.
Gotcha.
Better.
Actually, there. I think that's the volume we usually have it at.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
I can actually hear it now.
Had that playing through the whole recap. Only just now able to hear it. So, since Tatiana has abandoned us for a little bit, Ragnar and Seji, you guys have the run of Limsa Lamensa. So what are you guys up to?
I go to the Marauders Guild.
Going to the Marauders Guild?
I follow.
You're going to? Okay.
Midori prancing along behind.
Okay, so let's switch to that. Alright, so heading inside, you see the receptionist again, and you see the Axe Master, Wormzoen, drilling the recruits a little bit further inside. The receptionist waves to you. Hello again?
Hi.
Don't remember. Let's see, was it Sea Griffin?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. Yeah, come on in. Need anything? Axe sharpened, anything like that?
No, Axe is good. Any quests?
Metagaming. Any quests? What are you talking about? I don't know. Talk to the Axe Master. See if he's got anything for you. But I did hear some funky reports coming in. I don't know if he might want you to go check it out, or if he's sending someone more experienced. No offense for that. So check with Wormzoen, okay?
All right. Welcome to the boss man. Put my arm around him.
All right. He immediately just elbows you away.
Now that.
Afternoon, recruit.
Any jobs?
Well, let's see. Gathered what information I could concerning the beast that boy asked you to slay. The tales name this creature Kujata, and those who've witnessed Kujata in the flesh also call him the Stampeding Mountain, if that gives you any idea.
Okay.
Such as his immense size and bulk. And again, I would encourage you to claim vengeance in the boy's name for his parents. But to topple this thing, you need to become his equal in strength and ferocity. We have had word that he trampled a farmer's wagon as he thundered through eastern Lenosha. The foodstuffs spilled from the overturned wain. They've been attracting a bunch of hungry predators and trying to eat up all the produce, and there's some God's forsaken merchant trying to fight him off, and just don't let the merchant die. Try to say...
Merchant. Got it.
Yeah, that would be my guess is what's going on from the report that I got. It's probably escalated to either the merchant's fighting for his life, is already lunch, or has fled and the food's gone. So without produce for the market, the farmers will suffer for coin next season, and so on. So, protect the weak from these unruly creatures, put down the rapacious scavengers, protect the locals, preserve the cargo.
Got it.
Got it?
Keep farmer alive, or merchant alive. Kill beasts.
Channel the rage inside you and let your axe sing in righteous slaughter.
Got it. Now which way is this?
He tells you it's in eastern Lenosha. It was heading south from Costa del Sol. That's a new name for you. You are from Lenosha, but you've never heard the name Costa del Sol before.
Sage chuckles softly at the name of the place.
So it's anyway, it's a merchant caravan. It was heading south from Costa del Sol en route to new settlement of Mist. This is also a new name for you. You don't recognize either of these. And yet you grew up here.
I go to the receptionist.
You need a map?
Yep.
Get this boy a map! She jumps out of her seat. Aye, aye, sir! She goes and fetches one. Where are you off to?
Crap. I forgot them.
Crap, no, don't see it on here. Where's he going, Captain?
Sol.
Costa del Sol? Costa del Sol, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. She points to it on the map, so it is actually, pardon for bumping the mic there, it's eastern Lenosha, like right in here. And then she points to Mist is a little bit south of it, so probably right in here. So there you go. So, other side of the island, but
Fun.
But that's really not that far from Red Rooster Stead. Actually, you'd notice that Red Rooster Stead, where you went to before when you saved the kid from the crabs, is actually right outside of Mist. Yeah, as you take a bite of the crab legs that you still have, which are probably spoiled by now, but you don't care.
Bag of holding would preserve them.
Yeah, there's no air.
That's right.
At least for a while longer than normal.
And it hasn't been that long since I've killed them. And they were cooked.
They were cooked.
You probably have another week on them.
I don't remember how many you have left.
I took a lot.
It's just flavor at this point. Yeah, you took a whole bunch.
Mega low crab legs.
Yeah.
Oh hey, throw like a stone of cold in there and it's a fridge.
Oops, I
keep
completely
forever.
forgot my volume mixer was visible on the screen there. There we go.
Sage knows about Mist and all that, right?
Yeah.
Especially with her history in Limsa.
Yeah, considering you've lived here for the past 5 years that Ragnar has missed, yes.
Alright, so I turn around, start walking out.
Okay. Where are you heading right now?
To the farm.
Okay.
That's the only landmark I know.
That's the only landmark you know. Okay, so you're heading out to Red Rooster?
Yep.
Alright. If I remember correctly, I don't think Red Rooster Stead had an Aetherite. It may have.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay.
It doesn't. Costa does.
Yeah. Welcome back. Alright, so are you just going straight there, or are you letting the party know where you're going? Or...
Oh, before we leave the guild, Sage asks how the construction in Mist is going.
Who are you asking?
The guild master, if he knows.
The what?
In character. Speaking of Mist, do you happen to know how the construction is going?
Yeah, but I'm sorry, who are you asking?
The guild master.
At the Marauders Guild?
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of shrugs at you. He goes, I ain't no foreman. Probably go faster if they get their stuff. Last I heard, they were still terraforming the terrain out there.
Thanks.
Yep, take care.
And then I go chase down Ragnar.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so as you head out into Lenosha, and I don't have any graphics for this currently, you come to Red Rooster Stead, where you recognize the where you saved the boy and all of that stuff. So as you recall from the map, Mist is just a little bit east of Red Rooster Stead, right on the coast, and there are roads leading north and south all along Lenosha. And Costa del Sol would be off towards the north.
I start going north.
Okay. Has anyone gone with Ragnar here, or is he by himself currently?
Sage followed in before we left Limsa. She called Tatiana on the link pro to let her know where we were going.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Heading out to Red Rooster Stead. Okay. All right. You said you're heading north?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we just following the road? Or are we doing anything special?
No, just go up the road.
Okay. Yeah, it's
I'm taking in the sights because it's all new to me.
yeah, I mean, you recognize the place, but it's
Different name.
yeah, Mist, as you saw it before, was not. I mean, it was just a rocky cove, and you can't really see it from here because it's kind of behind some rocks. But you do see a gate and a paved path leading that way that wasn't there previously. And I may actually have the image for that somewhere in here, but heading north along the road, eventually you do see what looks like some kind of a roadblock up ahead that from a distance you would deduce might be the overturned wagon. It's a little bit off the road, but...
And investigate.
Okay. Are you doing that from a distance, or...?
I go up to it and investigate.
Okay. So as you are walking up to it, you hear and see a pair of tigers that are chowing on some of the foodstuffs, and they have already sighted you.
I wasn't trying to be sneaky.
Okay.
I'll pull out my greatsword.
Hmm?
Ready my greatsword.
Okay. In that case... Now, where was the one I wanted to use for this? Weird. Stop it. Alright.
Well, I just got to my favorite part of that music.
Sorry. Yeah, I love the Lenosha music. Alright, so go ahead and roll initiative.
Come
21. Sage?
Rolling now. My dice weren't open. Two on the die.
Okay. I'm assuming that your modifier is not high enough to make a difference to that.
Probably not.
Alright.
Unless they roll absolute crap as
total of
well.
4.
Yeah. So, Ragnar, you are up first.
a rage.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have gone up to him and done that.
I'm sorry.
So,
Walk up and rage.
yeah. I forgot the order.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd have charged him, assuming I was within the 30 feet movement area.
Yeah, we'll say yes.
Okay. So then I'll rage. One of them has to make a dex save.
Okay. $20. I'm assuming that'll save.
Yeah. Two damage.
2 damage. Okay.
And then I will swing my sword. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
14 damage.
14 damage. Okay. Okay. That one's looking rough, but not like he's ready to give up his meal yet. So, and I trust that ends your turn.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm last anyway. I have to chase down my dice.
Okay. All right. So the first one, the one that you have just attacked, is going to roll 18 to hit.
Oops. Yep, hits.
Okay. And that will be 11 slashing damage. So I assume we are having that with your rage.
Yep.
So half to 5. Okay. The next one. $17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so the next one is attempting to pounce on you and succeeded in hitting you with the pounce attack.
So it's like strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Exactly. Give me 1 second here. Let me do the damage from the claw attack of the pounce first. So that'll be 10 slashing damage, so half to 5. There you go. Oop. Ended up hitting it twice. It just
Dice
took.
rescued.
Say what now?
Dice rescued.
Okay, so yeah, strength save.
23.
Yeah, that saves.
I catch it.
Okay. You catch it? Are you attempting to grapple or?
Well, it pounced on me, so it's already hit me.
I mean, basically, I don't know why you would give it a hug though.
I'm gonna try and break its back in the next turn.
All right, so.
Bear hug it.
I forget the grappling, how that. Let's see.
So it's basically a substitute attack roll for
Which you don't have right
athletics.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
For an athletics versus athletics or acrobatics check there.
Okay. You have a pending grapple attempt.
Yep.
So, let's go ahead and go to Seji.
Guiding bolt at level 2.
Second level guiding bolt. On which one?
One of the ones Ragnar's not attacking, but well, that might not be too bad. 12 to hit.
Just hits.
Oh, yay! So that is 5d6.
Ooh. Jeez.
I already did a lot.
And next attack roll against it gets advantage.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
$19.
All right. Very nice.
And Midori is going to attempt to...
Wait, you said one of the
There's
ones...
two next to Ragnar, right?
I'm sorry, you said the one of them that Ragnar is not attacking?
Yeah, not the one that he's got his grip on, but one of the others.
Got it, okay.
I'm assuming there's more than one, not boss one.
Make a perception check. Currently, there are only 2 in plain sight.
Natural 20.
Yup. You notice a couple more, and they are bigger.
Oh boy. I sit Midori on one of the others.
Okay.
Midori is going to just attack, not knock back.
Okay.
How far away are they?
Probably about 25 feet.
Cool, that's within range.
Yeah, they were, seem to have been attempting to, sneak up on you.
18 to hit one of the ones that were sneaking.
That hits. They're still tigers. The AC is the same. It's still 12.
5 thunder damage.
Okay. All right. That makes its first stand up.
Watch out behind you, Ragnar.
Thanks.
I'll probably join you guys later on in the fight, but I had to come from somewhere else, so...
Yeah, and there's not an Aetherite close by. Okay. So that brings us back to the top of the round, Ragnar.
I'm gonna grab this.
Okay.
Ouch.
So he's rolling grapple against a contested athletics check.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Okay. Okay, what'd you roll?
15.
Nope.
Alright. Let's do a deck save.
Now, if I recall correctly, though, you do have an inspiration available. Just
He
a
already
reminder.
had advantage from rage.
And from guiding bolt.
That was on a different.
Other target.
Oh yeah, other target. Okay.
Also, it's not an attack roll. It's a contested skill check.
Okay.
Yeah, the one I hit, the next attack against it has advantage.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. All right. So you made your grapple. It failed, and
Bonus action.
Thunder shocking.
okay.
Deck save.
And that is single target.
Yes.
Okay. Natural 1.
Woohoo!
What's the damage on it?
D6.
One damage. He did roll a natural 1, so I'm going to say 2 damage. Okay.
Damn it. Oh.
I just have T written here for the Tigers initiative, and so I, just looking at the T, I almost went, okay, Tatiana. Wait. All right, so that brings us to the Tigers' turn. So the one.
Hey, thanks for supporting Gran. Welcome to the channel. Enjoy the stream.
Enjoy the stream. Thanks, Guard Dragon, for the follow. Glad you're here. Hope you're enjoying it. So the tiger that is basically now behind you, that you had originally swung at, he is barely standing, but he feels cornered right now, so he's definitely going to take a swing at you. And that will be a 24 to hit. So yeah. And that'll be 10 slashing damage, half to 5. You're just taking damage in 5s here, man.
I'm still up.
Okay.
And your healer followed you.
Yeah. The tiger that you were attempting to grapple, you were unsuccessful, and so it manages to wrestle free from you, especially after you shock it. And
Bad kitty.
and it takes a swing at you as well, and that will be an 18 to hit, which I believe we already said is 17 hits, right? 8 half to 4.
Hey, different number this time.
Yeah, finally.
I'm at an odd one. I like the numbers of 5. They're nice.
It's just nice and neat, you know.
41's not.
I mean, I'll there you go, an extra damage. Just kidding. All right, so, but at this point, though, the other 2 tigers jump into the fray. One of them taking a swing at the carbuncle. Oh, let's see. That might not. 13 to hit. 13 to hit on Midori. Blame the cornflakes. What's up, Mason? How you doing?
That hits. Midori does not have a great armor class.
Okay. So that will be 12 slashing damage.
Ow.
And the other tiger is going to attempt to pounce on Ragnar. And this is one of the bigger ones. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, 17 to hit. So that'll hit. Strength save. Pass. So you manage to knock it off of you as it gets several scratches on you, and as you are getting a I thought I already that was for Midori. 13 half to 6.
Hey, back to 5.
Yeah, back in the 5s here. Multiples of 5. So as you got a much closer look at this one, you notice it is a larger saber-toothed tiger. So, Quota, yes. Yeah, Quota's not here this week. So. So you have 3 tigers surrounding you. And there's a 4th one not far away, trying to scratch up Midori.
Keep them busy, Furball.
Furball. So basically, you are currently hemmed in because you've got a tiger on 3 sides and the wagon on the 4th. So, I mean, you could probably make a diagonal move, but that brings us then to Seiji.
Still looking at my spell. Shield of Faith on Ragnar. As I'm looking that up,
So,
Midori is going to
add plus
attack
2 to
the
your
tiger,
AC.
attacking it again.
+2 to his AC. Okay, and Midori is doing what?
10 to hit the tiger that's attacking Midori.
That does not hit.
And I think that's my turn. Shield of Faith, I think, is an action.
Okay. So the attack just hits one of the tiger's large tusks, and it doesn't really seem to bother him, except piss him off. And he kind of bares his fangs at Midori a bit more. And I'm sorry I did not catch the very last thing that you said.
I believe Shield of Faith is an action, so that's my turn, because I don't think
Okay.
I have a bonus available.
Yeah. And that brings us back to Ragnar.
Dex save on the one I've hit already.
Which, the one that you hit with your axe, or the one that
That
you...
was my great sword, yes.
Huh?
Yeah, the first one I hit.
Okay. Dex save... 9.
Nope. So 5 damage.
And as that one takes its 5 damage and gets the lightning shock, you just see... and it just falls down. Motionless. That's one down.
So I'll turn to the other tiger and swing my great sword.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, more than 24. 26.
Okay, we get the point.
11 damage.
11 damage, okay.
I would think about the physical like that.
Okay, he's getting rough. Anything else?
Nope.
I think that was everything, so.
Yep.
Alright, so,
Go back to health.
yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with the one that is on Midori right now. Yeah, he's going to take another swing at Midori, and that will be an 18 to hit.
Yeah. that
Yeah,
hits.
yeah. Again, 12 slashing.
Midori's looking kind of rough.
Midori's looking rough. Yes, right now they're fighting several tigers that are attacking a downed wagon that had a bunch of foodstuffs. Wagon was trampled by a giant bison. These tigers are attempting to collect the scraps. You do see a merchant woman hiding behind a tree, not too far away. But yeah, you would assume she's the owner of the wagon. And right, the other ones that are on you. I almost forgot. How could I forget that?
There's only 2 more now.
Yeah, so 18 to hit, and then
Nope.
and then 7 to hit.
Nope. Yes.
Oh, the 18 doesn't hit now because of the
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith. Right. All right. Yeah.
Harder
So
to hit. 2 points makes a difference.
yeah. Nice. That seems dangerous, DM. Yeah. Well, you ought to see these guys. If I
Here's some
purposely
big combos.
overtune a fight, it turns out to be just right. So,
We do get a lot of lucky rolls.
you really do. All right, so
And
yeah,
a couple of really smart players.
both of them swinging at you and just somehow unable to find purchase.
Swipe.
Seji, you are up.
There's room for me to get back to with Ragnar now, right?
I mean, you could.
I realize this is going to put me in danger,
Okay.
but I have to touch him to cast Cure Wounds.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you kind of step over the tiger that he's downed, and you're kind of standing over it. In its
So yeah, I'm
its
gonna
space.
literally bump my back into him, and that's my touch to cast my spell.
Okay.
At second level, so I get 2d8 to heal him with, plus my thing.
Okay. Bumping your back into him would actually have your back to the tigers. So I'm assuming you're not
They're
doing
both
that.
in front of him, one's not flanking him.
The one that he downed is basically on his left. The wagon is behind him, and the two that are still remaining are in front of and to his right. So you're coming up on his left, if that makes any
Okay,
sense.
then I'm gonna put a hand on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
He gets back 14,
Nice.
if I have my addition correct.
We're adults, we can add.
Literature major, hon.
Tell that to some of the people that actually ran the 24-man. You know which one I'm talking about.
All right.
15. My modifier is 5, not 4.
We cannot add. So I'm just
I
kidding.
mean, I never trust that I can anyway.
I was just giving you crap. I'm just giving
Midori's
you
going
crap.
to
GG, thanks for the
attempt to
spark,
knock
Scrub.
back the tiger attacking it.
He's attempting to knock back the tiger.
That's better. 19 to hit.
That hits.
The tiger needs to make a strength saving throw.
10.
That does not beat the DC.
All right.
Yay, it gets knocked back 10 feet.
All right.
Does Midori get to take an attack of opportunity too?
So Midori is basically knocking this tiger uphill a little bit, which causes a really funny image as the tiger basically ends up rolling backwards. And so
I'll
this
take it.
and so this goes a little bit slower than a knockback on even ground would. And so therefore, yes, Midori can take an attack of opportunity.
That's awesome, given I haven't rolled max damage on the initial attack anyway. So 8 damage from the knockback.
All right.
Straight up melee is a d20 plus strength, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Oh, you're trying to melee one of the tigers here?
I assume the attack of opportunity is a melee attack, right?
Oh, from Midori. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
My action was my healing spell.
Okay, right.
Yeah, Midori misses the opportunity.
Okay, that's fine.
That's okay, it knocked the tiger back, and that was a great image.
Right. Back to the top of the round, Ragnar.
I shocked the one I'm attacking, so he has to do a dex save.
Okay.
Also, knowing Ragnar does this, my touch was to heal, and then I back away.
Your touch was to heal and then you backed away? Okay.
Enough that I'm not in contact when he shocks the thing again, because he does that.
Okay. Right, dex save 20, so.
2.
2. This is the one you were attempting to grapple?
Yes. The one that pounced on me the first time.
Okay.
No, I'm just doing my great sword at it.
Okay, the same one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, that hits. That very much hits. Double its AC.
20... No, 16.
16 damage?
Yeah. I was doing the wrong math.
Okay, that one is looking bloody as crap. He is not having a good day. Alright. I'm getting tired of that music. Give me a second. Oh, I'm gonna get tired of that music even faster. Sorry.
Hey, William, is Shield of Faith a concentration spell?
Yes.
If you still have it up? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Alright, so this brings us to the remaining tigers. So the one that you... Let's see. Hmm?
9.
9 what?
You said roll initiative. I rolled a 9.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so the one that you have just been wailing on, maybe to your surprise, he continues attempting to fight. And,
Stupid kitty.
well, there's nothing that's more ferocious than a cornered animal, right? So he rolls a natural 20.
Alright. He can run. He's not cornered. He's just stupid.
Wow, he rolled max damage too.
Yeesh.
Alright, how much am I taking?
19, so halved to 9.
Whoa.
And that's on a crit.
Love barbarians.
I mean, it'd be more lethal if he weren't healed, so...
Yeah, that's
I
true.
went from 35 to 50, so... Yeah, it would have been a lot worse. Especially if I wasn't raging. I'd have been dead already. 10, no, I'm done.
Yeah, really. Alright, so the next one is the other one that's close to you. He makes an attack. Nope. Can't manage to find purchase. And then the one that
Midoriya poofed.
yes, the one that Midori attacked and pushed back, decides to turn away from Midori and attempt to pounce on you. And you still have Shield of Faith?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then it does not hit
Yep.
you. It rolled
Shield of
a...
Faith is only threatened if I take damage and fail my threat, or save.
It rolled a 16 to hit, so nope.
No.
Okay. And at this point, I'm not sure. Yeah, you guys would both notice immediately. You see Tatiana in the distance riding up on a chocobo. I'm gonna hand wave it. I'm gonna say you have one.
Gotcha. And as they're showing up, you said there's one that looks like it's almost...
Yeah, extremely bloody. And then there's 2 that are pretty healthy.
Okay, so 2 magic missile, 2 on the extremely bloody one on one of the healthy ones.
Okay.
So on the extremely bloody one, he's gonna take 6 damage.
That is exactly how much he had left.
And then one
So
health.
you just see these magic missiles just coming out of nowhere, just off of this chocobo, and just smack this tiger straight in the head.
And then 2 to one of the healthy ones.
Okay, the more healthy or less healthy of
Less
them?
healthy.
Okay. 2 damage, you said?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Seiji.
Let's do another guiding bolt.
Okay. Of the 2 saber-toothed tigers left, which one are we
The
guiding
one that's
bolt?
closest to me.
Kind of both of them.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's kind of both of them, but
That was a natural one.
oof.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so you're kind of deciding which one to hit, and it just goes wide and doesn't hit either one.
Midori's gonna zap the one that's nearest me.
Okay.
That's better. My carbuncle does better damage than me, I swear. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That'd hit me.
It has a +4, I have a +7. Well, this is not fair.
Wow.
4.
4 damage. Okay, got it. Starting to look rough. And I believe that does it for your turn.
Yes, that does my turn, because I think I'm in melee with one and I'm not giving it an attack on me.
Okay. Yes, you are in melee with one of them. So Ragnar, back to you at the top of the round, and you have one that's looking rough that just got zapped by Midori. It's the one that Midori had been attacking. So he's looking kind of rough, and you have another one that's still in, I think, perfect health.
Zap the one that's in perfect health.
Okay.
So dex save.
17.
So 1 damage.
1 damage. Okay.
And I'm gonna reckless attack the one that's looking rough.
Okay.
Either way, this thing hits. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
It was either 23 or 18, so either way.
Yeah.
$12 damage.
Okay. Getting there. That does it for you?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm basically rolling its courage right now, and it is understanding at this point that it is not in a good situation. And so it attempts to back away.
Out of melee?
It's trying.
Is that the one within range of me too?
Yes, it's the one Midori was wailing on.
Oh yeah,
They're
I'm gonna
both
try
at
blank
me,
with my
so-
book.
Huh?
They're both at me.
Yeah.
23 to hit.
Hits.
17 damage.
Okay. Looking pretty
Natural
bloody.
20 with my book.
With the book?
With the book.
Roll it! Roll your damage.
Great. So that's double dice, right?
Yes.
So, you can guess what I rolled on my dice.
Oh, 1.
Did you roll ones?
No,
Oh.
max.
Oh my god. You know what? Okay, you rolled a natural 20. You rolled max damage. It's not a boss enemy, and it's not even the last enemy of the fight, but just because you did that with a
Max
freaking
damage is
book,
a total of 10.
with a freaking book, I'm gonna say, how do you want to do this?
This is great.
Paper cuts galore.
Right between
Yes,
the
you
eyes,
do.
thinking cross-eyed.
Just right between the eyes, and it just, yeah, you just hear it kind of as it collapses. You're not sure whether to feel bad for it or to laugh, but that just happened. Meanwhile, the one that is still in perfect health, well, almost perfect health now that it got zapped, it is going to make an attack on Seiji. And that's going to be a 17 to hit.
Is my armor class, so that hits.
Okay. And so that will be
low damage.
13 slashing damage.
Ooh. Not bad.
Okay.
Ouch.
Okay. And I believe that will do it for their turn. Tatiana, you're up.
Oh wow, still one left.
Yes.
I didn't waste some more spells on this. Firebolt.
Okay.
19 on the die.
Yeah, it hits.
6 damage.
Okay. Still looking pretty good.
Of course it is.
And Seiji. Wait.
Is Ragnar's turn, isn't it?
You guys had your attacks of opportunity. Right. He attacked and he shocked that one. Then it was the tiger's turn. You got your attacks of opportunity. Tatiana's turn. Yeah, now it's your turn, Seiji.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh god, I killed him with him. Oh wow.
What?
she's still on the killing you with the book. I think that threw
I've
her
been
off.
quietly dying over here, okay?
You took it to
That's
school.
great.
You took it to school. You threw the book at it.
She said, I'm
surprised-
gonna cure wounds on myself.
I'm surprised Mason's not exploding with puns here. I mean, this is such a good opportunity.
Maybe he's just.
He's too busy Mason around, you know.
I mean, he did say kill with fire. You winked at
11 I heal for?
You're healing yourself.
Yes. Ragnar can take a hit, I can't.
Okay.
Midori is going to... Does not have knockback back, so just attack the thing.
Okay.
13 to hit.
That hits.
Carbuncle does more damage than me, jeez.
Says the one who just killed a tiger with a
Where's
book.
the book?
I mean, that's the most damage
So-
Seiji's done this session.
It's
Yeah,
true.
he's not kidding. 5 damage from Midori.
Okay.
5 thunder damage.
Okay. Alright. He's still looking alright.
Not for long.
Does that complete your turn, Seiji?
Yes.
Give me 1 second, Ragnar.
1 second.
Alright. You know what? This feels like a less serious fight now, so I think I'm gonna drop the boss-ish music. Okay, go ahead. Oh. Guard Dragon, thanks very much. Thanks for the sparks.
That's adorable.
That's awesome.
That is pretty cool. Nice. Alright.
Shock.
Shock and awe.
Oh.
What? 1 damage, okay.
It doesn't matter if he saves or not.
Right. For the record, he did.
Reckless attack. Ooh. $16 to hit.
16 to hit, that hits.
14 damage.
Okay. Now I can finally say he's looking kind of rough. This particular one has withstood a fair bit more than the others. He's not statted any different, but yeah. Okay.
Well, we focused more on around me, so.
Yeah, he is seeing that he's outnumbered, and I just rolled his courage though, and he's still
Stupid?
Brash.
brash would be a better way to say it. Yes.
So stupid. You can only become an ornament, kitty. I'm skinning all of them. I'm taking the pelts.
God.
I will turn one of the skulls into
Okay.
a helmet.
I'm pretty sure a 15's not gonna hit
Nope.
anybody, probably.
13, no, definitely not.
It hits by carbuncle, but it's at range.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so it takes a swing at somebody and misses. And, yeah, it is going to attempt to get away. You may make your attack of opportunity. Sage, I don't think you're in melee range of this one.
18 to hit.
Murder it.
10 damage.
10 damage, okay?
Damn it.
This is a terrible roll.
Yeah, I was 1 and 2 of them.
Kind of looking bloody there.
I wish I had a great weapon fighter. Reroll 1s and 2 on damage.
All right. It manages to get about 40 feet away. And that brings us to Tatiana.
Alright, so it's still far enough. It's still close enough I can firebolt.
Yeah.
Does a 11 hit?
Just barely misses. Yeah, you're still on your chocobo as far as I can tell, and
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit closer to everybody else, but
yeah. Okay. Seji, you're up. As you start to see the merchant starting to peek out from behind the tree, and is it safe?
It needs to make a DC 15. Let me zoom in for the stat. Save. For Toll the Dead.
Doesn't matter what it is. He rolled a 17 on the die.
Okay. Then Midori goes, "Pooh," and it does nothing.
Okay.
Midori tried to
Try.
zap it again. Rolled much better.
Okay.
16.
16 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Midori damage.
3.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna fall out of my chair tonight. Good.
This is definitely not the level 20 Midori. All right, and
No, how do you want to do this?
that brings us to Ragnar. Top of the round again.
Throw my javelin. Because I have them.
Okay.
And I'll reckless.
Hmm?
And I'll reckless.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Nine damage.
Okay. Yeah, it's limping, but it's still going.
I'll let it go for right now.
Okay.
I don't.
I can't do anything else.
All right.
It's already out of my range for the shock.
That is another 40 feet that it gains on you. Is it still in range of anything else of yours, Seji?
Let me check. I've got a bunch of range on my spell.
Or actually, it's Tatiana's turn next.
I got firebolts range still.
Okay. This thing is
'Cause I
at
can
80
move
feet.
Closer, yeah.
12
Okay.
is the minimum.
I got 120. Yeah, gotcha. That hits.
All right. Don't roll a 1.
4 damage.
That does it.
Cool.
He had 3 hit points left, and
Damn it.
you get a charred saber-toothed tiger out of that. And
That's the one I'm taking the skull off of.
as the last one falls down, and you kind of hear the chaos of the battle kind of die down, the merchant kind of peeks her head out again. She carefully steps out from behind one of the trees. Is it safe?
You okay over there?
Just a few scratches. I think I'm all right. Thanks. Is there anything left?
I flipped the cart over.
Good question.
Wait, how's the cart look? Is it just toppled over, or is it like smashed to pieces?
It's just toppled over.
I
Surprisingly.
flipped it over.
Strength check. Say that again, Sage.
Is there much produce left?
Yeah, there's a fair bit.
Oh,
Looks like there's some stuff left for you.
Oh, good. What do you got?
21.
Yeah, that manages it. Did I really? Interesting. Oh, I remember. Okay.
And then I go to proceed to skin all the kitties.
Okay.
I'm taking the pelts.
So as you're doing that, the merchant kind of tries to start getting everything moved back into place and starts putting what's left back onto the cart. And
Hey Ragnar, can I have a few claws?
I toss them to her.
all right.
Otherwise, I'm helping the merchant.
Okay. What are you up to, Tatiana?
So what are we doing? Just escort
Yep. And killing a big giant mountain.
a big killing a mountain?
Yeah, this thing moves. It's not fun. It's what
Hey.
knocked this thing over.
The merchant nods. She says, "Yeah, it was an aurochs, bigger than anything I've ever seen."
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Good luck if that's what you're after. I would appreciate the escort, though.
You were headed to Mist?
Yeah, it's not too much farther, I don't think.
How's the construction going? They had just cleared the land last I heard.
I haven't been there in a while myself, so I guess we'll see. So,
I get what? How much do I get out of that?
get what?
Like how much of the pelt and all that stuff?
How do we normally determine that? Is there a usual mechanic for determining the
what?
how?
Does he have a proficiency in skinning?
I don't think.
Stuff?
That'd be part of survival.
I am proficient in that.
Yeah, I'll say you can roll survival.
22.
Yep.
That sounds like 3 attack tides to me.
Sounds like what?
There were, what, 3 of them?
4.
Well, one's charred. I
4
don't
attack
care
tides
for
to
that
me.
one.
Okay.
I'm just taking the skull off of that one.
Okay, so 3. 3 and a skull and a handful of claws.
Well, the claws I give to Sage.
Yep. Okay.
Saber, skull.
Midori bounces up to the merchant and looks up at it adorably.
And 3 tiger pelts.
She kind of head pats him and, "Oh, you're such a cute little thing."
It bounces happily in place.
She looks at you and, "Does he bite?"
Only if you make him
No.
mad.
Only if you make him mad. So not usually.
No.
So it's safe to pet him. Okay. So she invites you guys to hop up into the wagon with her.
I'm quietly inspecting the spine of my book.
Okay.
No, I'm not over it yet.
Considering the fact I'm still on a chocobo, I'm just gonna ride the chocobo and
Okay.
around. Since...
Actually, the merchant flags you down. She says, "Actually, would you mind if we hook the wagon up to?"
Oh yeah, just.
She says, mine bolted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she takes a moment, kind of the.
I'm assuming she knows how to.
Yeah. It was a little bit damaged in the scuffle, but she manages to rig it up. And Chocobo seems a little bit confused because he hasn't pulled a load like this before, but seems to figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And so yeah, as you guys then head on towards Mist.
Yeah.
I asked the merchant which way they saw the giant mountain go.
She says, "Yeah, I didn't see which way it went. I was trying to just get out of the way. Came from the south, so I would guess north-ish, but could be anywhere by now.
Okay.
Just came right out of nowhere. So, getting back to Red Rooster Stead, you guys pull up near the... Actually, do I have... No, I don't think I do. Middle, nothing. Lower, nothing. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so you guys get up to the gate with a little pathway that was new from what you had seen. The merchant kind of pulls the cart through the gate and around a bend, and this is Mist. It is a gorgeous little resort town, and let's see here. Where was the... Oh.
It's where my home in cave is.
Mine too. It's my favorite for a reason. There we go. There are clips? No way. What? Burn all of the populace. Set fire to the town!
No.
Mason, what is wrong with you?
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
So. Oh, I know why. A friend of mine has imported the entire town of Mist into VR chat, and it's beautiful. But for some reason, when Mason goes there, it lags his computer to crap, and he can barely see. He can barely see. And when you're in VR, that's very, very difficult to deal with.
Didn't give mine any problems.
Well, you weren't in VR, but yeah. Now I know why he's wanting to burn it. Anyway, yeah, we walked him all the way out to the end of this pier, and where he was looking out at nothing but ocean. There's literally nothing in his viewpoint but ocean, and he was still getting 9 frames per second. It was really bad. So yeah, gorgeous little resort town. You don't see a lot of houses built. The buildings that you do see look like they're... Tails, shut up. The buildings that you do see look like they're kind of administrative buildings. There's a lot of empty plots. A lot of empty plots that have been kind of marked out. And you see several people kind of milling about, a few construction workers kind of working on the last bits of the main structure, you know, with the roads and railings and all that stuff. The huge water tower in the center.
Is there a crystal here?
There is an aetherite crystal, yes. In game there is not, but in this there is.
I've run into the crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, go to it too.
Okay. And you see scaffolding over and what looks to be a building probably about 10 or 12 stories tall in the far end of the district. And it's labeled the Topmast Apartments. So as you guys are pulling into town, the merchant's saying, "Thank you so much. Mist here is it's a new residential area the Admiral's hoping to fill with adventurers. He wants to encourage venturers to immigrate to Limsa, you see. Limsa's in dire need of fresh blood, capable, courageous people who will fight her foes and protect her interests, you know. Those who build a home here will have that much more incentive to aid us, you see. As for, well, what manner of place Mist is, I think you can see it's just a nice little residential resort waiting to be occupied. So, and you see a Maelstrom recruit, a little bit of light guard duty. That's
the guards for the Lensa, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maelstrom is their military, the ones that wear red.
Yeah.
Got it.
And so yeah, there's a couple of them, and one of them sees you and just kind of nods. Greetings. So,
I want to find a
sees-
blacksmith.
Hmm?
I want to find a blacksmith.
Okay.
See if there's one actually established here yet.
There does not appear to be. As you look around, like I said, the buildings that you do see are pretty much just administrative right now. So it's basically information on buying a plot and that sort of stuff.
Sage is going to make inquiries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some thoughts.
Okay. So, yeah, walking up to one of the buildings, there's an open counter, like what you saw in the cutscene, and there's a Lalafell on a step stool, kind of working on some paperwork. Kind of steps up, fills out a couple of papers, steps down off the stool, and puts some things away in the back. Sees you. Ah, hello. Can I help you?
How much for a plot?
Well, that depends. Small, medium, or large, are you registered with the Adventurers Guild? And, well, which one are you interested in? Because some of them are not quite ready, and they'll be released at a later time.
Medium?
Medium. Mediums start at... A moment, please.
Didn't think this far ahead, did you?
No, I did.
Okay.
I just didn't reason out the numbers. 5 million gil. And I know Anave and Sage are both snickering that that's dirt cheap for a medium.
You have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah, that's an upper end for
Okay,
a
so
small.
what is that in gold?
In gold, I believe that's like 50,000. If
I
I
got that.
remember. Hmm?
I got that.
Yeah.
Nope. What about small?
Small.
Sage is listening for this answer.
$3.5 million gil. So that would be, if it was 50,000, then 35,000.
Alright.
got your eye on one, do you?
Prospect.
Savings goals.
Prospect.
Sure. Of course. So,
Now I just gotta find a way to get it.
well,
Out of curiosity, how long do you think until the area is complete?
hard to say. I mean, I admit these prices are a bit steep, but then again, it is a beachside resort. But you know, the Admiral is wanting to fill this place with capable people who can help defend Lindsay Laminsa. If that's the goal, I could see prices potentially dropping eventually, but I would say it will be complete when there's a large enough influx of people to fill it.
Might actually be worth talking to some of my old friends.
Very well. Anything I can do for you? Need any brochures or information about out of character? I don't know what he would have information about to hand out to you, but
Fines.
If he actually has a brochure, just say Sage takes one.
yeah. Brochure, beautiful mist Lenosha.
I'll take one of
Just
from
missed.
the cost of plots.
Okay. Yeah, he hands you the same brochure, and it lists out a lot of the initial costs of the plots. It's very prominently stated that applicants must be registered with the Adventurers Guild. So.
No, I'm not worried about.
Okay.
After we step away, Sage idly mutters something about wondering if former Maelstrom might earn a discount. More talking to herself than anything else, but Ragnar can hear it.
Okay.
There
Tatiana?
are banks in this
What's up?
this world, right?
Huh?
There are banks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any thoughts? Any reactions on what's going on?
I mean, there are banks, but I have a bag of holding, so it's not like the banks will do anything
Well,
unless.
this is for my actual what I want to do.
Would you mind sharing with the class?
Maybe later.
Okay.
So I gotta figure out if I would know someone first for part of my background
Okay.
and how I'd be able to bring them in if I did.
Okay.
You have my curiosity, and you have it in character. Sage has an inkling.
Okay.
Basically, if it's for adventures, I want to make money. So I want to open a blacksmith. So I'm trying to think if I would actually have a friend that is one that I'd be able to, that would want to go in with
Into
me in a
business.
business,
So that he can run the shop while you're out killing stuff.
bringing materials, stuff like that. And then bring in renown because I own the store, so it'd bring customers. Thinking, marketing.
Okay. I'm gonna say off the top of your head, you don't know a blacksmith. But you do know someone who might know a blacksmith.
Well, I do have a friend in the Thieves Guild. Or group.
That's
Whatever.
exactly who I was thinking.
Now I just gotta get the money. That's the tricky part.
Or come up with another way to meet the Admiral's goal.
So, you said that there's like apartments or apartment looking building, correct?
Yes.
I asked the little munchkin thing.
Lalafell.
Yeah, that thing. How much it is for an apartment?
An apartment.
Out of character, probably much more reasonable.
Yeah. How much did we say for a small? I think we said
3.5.
3.5.
so 35,000 gold. Okay, an apartment is
35,000 gold?
For a small plot.
A farm is 5,000.
a farm isn't a beachside resort.
Oh, right.
You're paying for the view.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and that's just the plot, not including the house or anything else.
That's it.
Yeah. An apartment is 1,500 gold.
Now, how would that work? Would I own it? Or is it per month kind of thing?
It's a one-time payment, but you don't own it.
Alright, I'll get one.
Okay.
So I have $3,100 gold.
Okay.
Gotta do math now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I spent all my gold on learning first and second spells. That's right. Look at that. I'm cool though.
Alright, so I get my apartment.
Yep. Ragnar has an apartment in Mist. And as you're... Give me 1 second. Actually, let me...
Because now I can start doing some downtime stuff too. Whenever we actually do decide to do any of that stuff.
Yeah. Alright, and as you are heading back up the street after getting the keys to your nice little new apartment, you do see a small gathering of people at one of the stalls, and it seems to be a news report of some kind going on. You hear a little bit of, you hear some kind
I go up
of
to
rough sound and so on, and so you...
As we're heading over, question:
Yes.
when was the remembrance ceremony?
I think we had one more day.
Was it tonight in game or tomorrow?
I think it's tonight in game. So as you are going over to this small gathering of people on this news station, it's basically a link pearl that's turned way up. So you're just hearing audio, but you do see a picture, just a still, just printed photo or sketch, really, of the man who's speaking. But the... One moment, please. The voice that you hear...
Nice music choice.
says, the 12th Imperial Legion has been dispatched in a new series of strikes on... There's the guy. On the territory of Doma, led by my great-grandson Xenos. Thus we renew our commitment to enlightening the savage and ignorant people of Doma and liberating them from the threat of the Icons. You've not heard this term Icons before. But also among the group of people that is watching this news. Screw it, I'll just kill the music. I can't find the right one. But among this group of people watching the news, you see this young lady.
Oh, you're
Anave,
adorable.
would you please describe your character?
She is a 20-year-old Mikote from the North Shroud. She grew up in the Shroud. She is
Just physical description. We don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. They don't know all of that yet.
Sorry.
She looks to be a 20-year-old Mikote. Go ahead.
Yep. Blue hair, light blue highlights. Well built. Very muscular. And looking at her, she doesn't look too rich. She's kind of she's got a style to herself. She's very utilitarian.
Okay. Reactions, anybody? To this news report, this sketch of this old man who you presume to be
Would Sage know who he is?
Sage, you being Maelstrom, you definitely know who he is.
Who's the old fart?
Then she's going to murder under her breath fucking Garleans.
Dude, would I recognize?
Let's see, you were also in Maelstrom, weren't you? No,
I was a pirate.
They were at Cartno.
they were at Cartno. Yeah. And pirates hate this guy too. Yeah, you know him. This is the Emperor, Solus Zoscalvus.
Dickweed.
He is the founding emperor. So, let's see here. That's what I was looking for. Back to the regular music.
We just
Miss?
kill him.
Huh?
We kill him.
Unfortunately, it's just a drawing.
I mean, if you actually play the game.
Shh. Spoilers.
He won't let us.
I mean, at the moment, it's just a drawing we're seeing on the news, so...
You.
But yeah, in character, Sage mutters under her breath, fucking Garlands. First time you've heard her actually curse.
And you hear somebody else nearby going, now they're going for Doma. Well, at least they're not coming after us. Yet. That'll be next week.
For now.
See, it'd be even better if Mikey's
I told Anave it's probably better that Mikey's not here this week.
Yeah.
You see, Anave, it's well known. It's well known that he has a thing for
Yeah.
females with feline features.
Gotcha.
But it'd be easier to introduce too at the same time. So Mikey would instantly just hit on her and be done. Our introductions over.
Well, he would be done, that's for damn sure.
Oh god, yeah.
So we gotta get that Ordok, you said?
Yeah, we gotta get the mountain, the moving mountain.
Aurochs. They're not easy fights.
I think we're gonna need quota for that one.
Or at least another person.
Anave, I'm going to say you have heard of this stampeding mountain, and you haven't personally seen it, but you do know that this little group would die a very, very horrible death.
Okay.
Just giving you possible things to talk about. I've already given you guys
So am I
a lot to
overhearing this
talk
conversation?
Yes.
about. Yes, you are. You guys already have a lot to react to and talk about and potentially plan.
She kind of looks their way, ears flick. Giving him a glance over.
Sage does not look like she can hold her own in a fight at all. Incident earlier completely notwithstanding.
Doesn't look like she can hold her own in a fight. Smacks a tiger with a book and kills it.
Yeah, she doesn't look like much. Not at all.
Annave, let me ask you this. Is your character currently carrying her weapon?
No, not
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
She's probably left that in her room.
Okay.
Save merchant, protect food, kill beasts.
Is the
Midori
merchant
behind
stopping
Sage's
here,
back
or-
bounces over to Anime.
Yes, this is the merchant's destination.
Okay.
Say that again, Sage.
Midori, behind Sage's back, bounces over to Anime and plumes up at her. Midori is a blue carbuncle,
Nice.
a very proud blue carbuncle.
Yeah, this carbuncle has its tail straight up in the air. It's confident. It is like strutting. Like it is hot stuff.
I like the gold one better.
Still,
Hmm?
I
Sage
like the
may
gold one
never
better.
get it to stop.
Alright, well, seeing this blue carbuncle being, proud as can be, gives her smiles. She kind of bends down and she starts petting it.
Midori makes very happy sounds, which gets Sage's attention. Midori! Sorry.
It's alright, I'm rather used to it.
My carbuncle gets me in more trouble, I swear.
You're used to blue furballs coming up to you?
I don't remember. Did I say something to familiar at any point?
Today, no, you did not.
But have I summoned one in the past?
Yes. A bat, I believe.
A bat, right?
Yes, it was a bat.
Let me go ahead
Are
and
you an arcanist here?
mark that down.
At the moment here, yes.
Pleasure to meet you.
I go by Sage. Seiji. Sorry, wrong name.
Nice to meet you, Seiji.
I'm lost. in
Midori
thought,
is
trying to figure out how to
incredibly
kill
proud,
this
and I
thing.
haven't gotten it to stop for like a week now.
Anne's just giving it ear scritches as, she's talking up to the owner.
Midori is all but preening.
I heard you were talking a little bit. You going to go find the mountain?
We're on a job.
She kind of glances at the little group again. Are you sure you have what you need?
I know we don't look like much, but I'm pretty sure we wouldn't turn down another if you're interested.
Could do with a little bit of excitement.
This hunt promises to be that.
No doubt. When were you planning on heading out?
We need to gather more information about where it is first. make sure we're not blindly looking around for a moving
What was your
hill.
name, miss?
I didn't give it yet.
Oh,
May I ask? What would you prefer us to call you if you are interested in joining us?
She just kind of tilted her head a little bit. Anne.
Sage bows slightly in a manner not quite Eorzean, but close. Then it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Do you know how to track things? We know where it was.
Where was it?
The mountain. It attacked a merchant we escorted over here earlier today.
What areas have you checked already? Or asked around?
I think I should probably go.
The attack happened about an hour's travel out.
I think I should report that.
Sage motions back in the direction they came from.
So question, is she motioning lower Lenosa or middle?
motioning towards. Where were you saying that you're pointing towards, Sage? For where it came from?
Where we got attacked and where we think it went.
Okay. Seji is pointing up northward from Mist, so in the direction of eastern Lenosha. So up towards Costa del Sol and Wineport.
Well, there are herds in that area. Did anyone say if it was walking alone?
Sage looks at the other two.
I think I need to. I don't think so. But I think I need to report back to my boss.
Your goal was just to locate it?
Well, it's to help the merchants, really. Or merchant.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go start walking to the crystal.
Okay.
Then back to Limsa.
I'm most certain that the bat couldn't have sensed where it was.
It's... Okay. From the last point where you guys know where it was at the site where the wagon was tipped over. It ran through there, basically, trampled over the wagon, and somebody ran for help, made it to Limsa Lominsa, reported. Some amount of time passed, and then Ragnar came in and then received the mission and then headed out there towards that area. So it had been a long time. He was long gone before Ragnar and crew ever got there.
Gotcha.
So it's possible that your bat may be able to locate Kujata, but it's not going to be near the site of the attack anymore.
Right.
Because he could have gone a long way by now. Because it had been a few hours before you guys got there, and then by this point, after taking the wagon ride to Mist, looking around, buying an apartment, listening to the news report and everything, it's been a couple more hours as well. And this thing, partly because of its size, has a very long stride. So, are you guys then agreed on heading back to Limsa?
Yes.
Okay.
At this point,
Okay.
your mission is complete, and I doubt we'll be able to find it by nightfall.
And as Tatiana is saying this, you do notice that the sun is starting to get a bit low in the sky. But returning to Limsa, back at the Aetherite Crystal, what are we doing? And Anave, did you go with them?
I'm going back to my room, so I guess yes. And she's getting dressed.
Getting what?
She's gonna
She's
suit
getting
up.
into her gear.
Oh, okay.
So I go and report to the boss man.
Okay. Back to the Marauders Guild.
Same style.
Hmm?
Slide right up, arm around them.
Because one day you're gonna lose that arm when you do that. Welcome back.
We'll see. Or you're just gonna get used to it and not gonna bother you.
What happened out there?
Bunch of kitties. Dead kitties. Merchant taking the mist.
Merchant's alright?
Rattled, but well, a few scratches. Nothing's major.
And the goods, the cargo?
Can't remember how much you said was there.
It was mostly there.
Just a few things missing here and there. Nothing major.
Some losses to be expected. Well, your actions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. Once again, your capacity for carnage is tested and proven. The creatures, the tigers you defeated, though, were just some of the many base scavengers that subsist on the scraps left in the wake of Kujata's rampages. I think to face Kujata himself, you'll require some more training still, but this menace will fall by your hand. Well done.
Thank you.
I'll try and see if I can find out where it sleeps, where it hides and calls its lair. It has to sleep sometime. In the meantime,
I salute, walk out, and find a blacksmith.
yep, he gives a maelstrom salute. Okay. Heading to a blacksmith, so that would take you towards the Aft Castle, the Blacksmith's Guild, which I have nothing for. How do I have nothing for that?
Because we haven't really gone here yet.
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Close enough. Alright. And it is starting to get late. Sun's going down. So, you walk up to the Blacksmith's Guild, and yes, for Sage and Anave, I know this is technically the Armorer's Guild, but there's a whole lot of overlap, so.
I mean, it's the both guild.
Yeah, it really is.
Both guild masters are there.
Yeah. So there's some people working, hammering away on some things, and you see a pretty stern-looking Mikote overseeing them, and she's kind of barking at him about the quality of, this and that, and she turns to you. We close in 5 minutes.
I just have a request.
What's that?
I place the saber skull down, and I go, I want to turn it into a helmet.
So, carve out the guts and stick it on your head. I mean, we work metal.
It's just a mold. Or you coat it.
You want to use it as a mold.
Then it's more durable. Against some tough fights, so the skull wouldn't last very long.
Just like clean it out first. That's not our job.
You want the inside of it to be the mold? Or the...
More the outside.
So we're not filling the inside and making a mold to that. Okay. I don't know how well it'd stay on you, but...
I mean, we can fit it to something that kind of sit a little bit better.
Leave it with me, I'll give it a look.
Alright,
Be a few days,
no problem.
but
I'll take out the big ass helmet.
I'll have
I'll
have a quote for you. What the hell is that?
took off a giant.
You don't say. You don't say. What the hell? That's... She kind of looks at it and gives it a closer examination. That's early Thorn Dynasty. Very impressive work. Huh. What do you want done with this?
No, I just want to sell it. Maybe you can put it up as a decoration.
I gotta tell you, boy, I am sorely tempted. To offer you that as payment for your project here. But I'm going to be honest. That thing should not hang above this door because it's too valuable. And it's worth doing your little project about 10 times over. That being said, I haven't come up with a quote yet, but just a rough guesstimate. This is more than a durable helmet. That's
So what would
a
your
museum piece.
best estimate be of price-wise?
She walks up to it and she starts to pick it up. She stops. May I?
You're the expert.
Picks it up and kind of turns it over, and she kind of walks away a little bit with it to get it into better light because it's getting dark. Looks at it in a little bit better light, and she says, I'm trying to think of an option here. Because truthfully, I can't afford it. I'd say it's worth at least 30 grand. 30,000 gold.
So I pitched the idea of what I want to do in the town of Mist to her, and say I need a blacksmith though.
She says, well, what do I get out of it?
Very expensive, and you'll get part share.
And I'll get what?
part share.
Well,
So,
I already.
Not like, I mean, just from the other adventurers, being able to live there and then not have to the constant traveling and stuff. Well, they're already living there. They can just go get repairs while they're home.
what you're saying is you're selling the helmet to the people in Mist to get the money to pay for a building there. And
Well,
the black.
I'm trying to get money, but
There's no people living in Mist yet.
I'm trying to set up a business so when people do, and it will help draw people there too. Because if they can live there and get their stuff fixed while they're on between missions or quests or whatever,
I get you, but that's what this place does. I'm already in business here.
but why not expand?
She kind of looks over at some of the other blacksmiths. She says, because these lazy louts require constant supervision. Just a brief note to viewers and FF14 players. I don't even remember this character's name, and I have not played her quests. All I remember from talking to her is that she is grumpy as fuck.
I'll be playing her quests in the next couple days.
Wait, which one?
Blacksmith.
The armorer guildmaster. I take it you've played it.
So grumpy as heck.
I was an Omni during Stormblood, so yeah.
Nice. Grumpy lady number 2647, yeah.
Yeah.
Am I portraying her well so far then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Anyway, back to the scene. Yeah, these lazy louts require constant supervision.
So how much will it cost for my helmet? Not this one, the other one.
$400 gold.
Alright, give it to her.
She's like, just like that?
Yeah, I got plenty of money.
100 gold.
What, you've been selling more of these giant helmets? How many more you got stashed in that bag of holding?
That's for me to know, and you never.
She goes,
Alright, so you
alright.
said a couple of days?
Hmm?
You said a couple of days?
She said, I said a couple days for a quote. I went ahead and made one now because that other project you have here is quite enticing. You know what? I'll move you up the list. Give me 4 days on the helmet.
Alright.
By the way, guys, you may need to remind me in Discord. I am planning on, when I have time, generating a calendar of the game, so you can have track of that sort of stuff.
Because I know I gotta go back to the old doll to get my ingots. Because that was gonna be a couple of days for him to melt down that desk.
Oh, yeah, the Garlean steel thing. Totally forgot about that. Okay, another thing I need to write down. Okay. All right.
I don't remember how long ago that was. That's the bad thing. I think it was right before we came here, though.
Yeah, it was. So, she says, well, with that, do be careful. That really is a museum piece. But it has been 5 minutes. We are closed.
Yeah, no problem.
Find a way to shove that thing back in the bag of holding.
Yeah. Get those animals inside and shut the damn gates!
So, how much longer until the ceremony? Do we know that?
You assume it's coming up pretty quick here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll find my friend in the Thieves Guild after the ceremony.
Okay.
Sage went to where the ceremony's supposed to be early
Okay.
to loiter in a corner and watch.
All right. Yeah. You loiter, and there's not really a whole lot else.
She's got a book to study
Yeah. I
and a
mean,
carbuncle to sit on.
for a while, you're basically just outside the doors of.
Is there anybody else waiting?
There's a couple of people, but not many. You're basically just outside until they open the doors. But yeah, so everyone's heading there now?
Yep.
Okay. Annave, you as well?
Yep, and she's dressed.
Okay. In your combat gear. Got it.
I'm going for
Yep.
proper coral
What's
Yeah,
her combat
motif.
gear?
I don't have pictures of it yet, but it looks badass. So,
I'm gonna do a coral motif on my clothes as I
Alright.
go into the ceremony.
So as you guys go into, this is the same place where you met Merle Wibb previously. And so it's actually fairly crowded because it's not really
Oh, yeah,
that...
the commander.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, who is this again?
Yeah.
Ritual cast Texas floating disc, so that way there's a little platform.
Hmm?
I was ritual casting Texas floating disc, so there's a little platform as we walk in, like basically an invisible 10 feet by 10 feet platform that
So-
we could stand on.
That you can stand
Yeah.
up? Okay, so you guys have a better view, you're up above the... Okay. Well, you get a few looks from doing that because that's 10 feet.
Well, it's a table that's 10 feet by 10 feet, but it's like little.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, people can't stand next to us. That's what he's saying.
But it's alright. So,
What did she do?
Tatiana ritual cast a
Texas floating disc.
floating disc, an invisible 10 foot by 10 foot platform.
Sorry, 3 feet in diameter and
Okay.
1 inch thick, and it floats 3 feet above the ground.
Okay, 3 feet. Okay, this is much more reasonable. Okay. I was thinking it's 10 foot by 10 foot and you're 10 feet in the air. I'm like,
No, my bad.
Okay. 3 feet up, yeah, nobody bats an eye.
Yeah.
And it's only big enough for you.
Up to 500 pounds, so me and somebody else, but it's a tight squeeze, so nah.
3 foot by 3 foot, yeah, it's only big enough for you. So, Merle Wibb steps out, and
I mean, I might go extra, right, grab a chair, but no.
Just sit down while floating. Do it.
let me just point out this character.
Sage
Who's,
is not standing next to Tatiana.
let me just point out that this attention-grabbing character, who is doing a whole bunch of extra things, is played by a player who balked at the suggestion initially of being a red mage because they do everything with style and flair and a little bit of pizzazz. He's like, I don't want to be that obnoxious.
And then I was like,
But you are.
Yeah, you
like-
embraced it.
Yeah, embrace the insanity
Yeah.
that is red
Sage has
mage.
made a point to be off to one side,
Yeah, I'm not standing.
probably within
yeah.
sight of whoever's on the platform.
I'm gonna send
Not
you.
right next to Tatiana, no.
I'm gonna send you an animation of Tatiana doing the red mage's victory pose, and it is like as big ego as you can get.
I mean, I don't have a chair on me, but I have a broom in the bag, so I just pull out a broom and
Give her the what sword?
The crafted Moogle sword.
Oh,
flashy as hell.
the flashiest sword is the sword of the round. But yeah. Anyway, Merlwyb steps out.
Does she notice Tantia?
No.
Sage draws into a proper maelstrom salute.
Sage Maelstrom salutes. 3 feet for Tatiana is like she's just about even with with some of the ruggedness. So
I forget she's not rugged.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. 700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the mother of oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond. And at this point, you guys notice a familiar face sidling up to you. Oh wait, actually there we go. As Alphino and Alizé kind of mill through the crowd. And Alphino kind of brushes up to you, Ragnar.
Which one's that one again?
They look very similar.
No, I mean like the boy or girl.
Alphino is the boy. He says, "Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The Crimson Field..." Let me pull that back up. "The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel." And as he's saying this, Merlwyb is continuing. "When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilfer's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors on the field of Cartano. That day the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea," and she salutes. A lot of Maelstrom soldiers salute back, and there is a moment of silence. And Alphino just very, very quietly, not enough to cause a stir, but he kind of mumbles, "Freedom. They have always been rather fond of their freedom, much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder, beneath the surface one would struggle to tell them apart."
Sage side-eyes Alphino while still holding her salute.
It has been
Still side-eyes.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano, the Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god, while the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded, yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us, one bearing that will bring us victory over the beast tribes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers and sisters against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all, but a mass of drowned men. To me then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all. And you hear a rising chorus among a lot of the soldiers and ordinary citizens returning. Till sea swallows all.
Sage joins in the replying shout of "Till sea swallows all."
And
then drops her salute.
And with this, and just a little bit more after this, the admiral, withdraws, and the crowd begins to disperse. And you guys are left milling about with Alphino and Alize. Well, that was certainly interesting. It's Alphino. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. Fish like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan, and the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Laminsans' backyard, not far north of Costa del Sol. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there's no end to the blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Laminsans are to have any hope of standing against the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. He sounds kind of like he's less telling you this and more like he's almost just musing to himself, like he's formulating a plan. To this end, I expect they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. It almost seems to just notice that you guys are still there. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long.
You speak as though you disapprove of them.
Not at all.
Sage does seem to be taking mild offense at this.
Not at all. Only the loss of life. And the compounded loss of life if they cannot resolve their issues.
Veterans and nodded. She visibly kind of
In order
backs
for
down.
the issues to be solved, they need to be out in the open.
Which I believe is why the Admiral brought them out in the open just now.
And yet they did not specify what the issues are.
Well, I believe she did. The pirates and Maelstrom conflicting, the Galadian Accord being ignored, and on and on and on.
Yeah. Waxing poetically.
History check, if you don't mind.
I haven't been in this area, so I just fail.
Okay. History check with advantage, Ragnar, because you're from here. History check with advantage, Sage.
That was a 9 for me.
Okay.
A natural 20.
Okay.
So 21.
Ragnar recalls, especially because it was actually mentioned in the first Marauder quest, the Galadian Accord, that Alphino just mentioned, was the treaty that was signed between pirates and Limsa Lominsa. Basically,
26.
okay, yeah, you know off the top of your head, you both do. The Galadian Accord was the treaty signed between pirates and Limsa outlawing piracy except against the Garleans. So, the Galadian Accord being ignored, basically meaning piracy at large again.
So,
Hence, the issues you dealt with in Sestasha.
So... So you have a couple of lawbreakers.
More like half the population. The other half's...
Why the hell is half the population breaking the law like that?
At this point, Alize kind of brushes up against you, Tatiana, and goes, "First time in Limsa Lumensa?"
No, I'm just wondering, what do they actually gain?
Money.
Sage quietly grins at Alize.
Is it just too dangerous to attack the Garleans?
Oh, they attack the Garleans too, I'm sure.
They just don't care.
Opportunists don't necessarily differentiate between actual foe.
Whoever has the
And an
deepest
opportunity.
pockets. Whoever has the deepest pockets. It's not that different from Ul'dah, come to think of it. Ul'dah just is a little more cunning about how they steal from you.
People know that know there are specific rules to how to take money. It's called business, but at the end of the day, it's always going for the short term and ignoring the long term, which
Exactly. This is Alpha now. It says we must find a way to get them to see past the short-term differences. Perhaps these ceremonies will help. Perhaps not. Alize shrugs and she says, "If you ask me, they're nothing more than standard waving rallies." Alphinaud says, "Well, of course they are."
They have their place, though.
They do. For rallying the people against the Garleans. They are, after all, hoping to swell the ranks of the grand companies. And I suppose the inspiring presence of the heroes who fell defeat would not exactly hurt. In any case, 2 down, 1 to go. See you in Gridania.
see you there.
See you there eventually.
This is like, what, 2 more days?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's tomorrow.
Oh.
Because this quest has dragged out long enough. You
Yeah.
guys have been on this quest for 3 sessions.
Yeah.
Or
We do stuff.
4? Was it 4?
4, yeah.
we had an in-between session that we didn't do on.
Yeah. Well, wait. No, Heroes in the Making was 2 sessions ago, wasn't it? Wasn't that episode 9? No, that was episode 8,
Yeah.
I think. But yeah. Heroes in the Making was when this quest started. But yeah, anyway. I intended this quest to be done in 1 session.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm gonna say it's tomorrow.
Okay. So I'll go now find my friend. Can't remember her name.
Vikib the Stray.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I even have... Probably not.
You did at one point.
I did at one point.
You know what? I forgot to ask if the Arcanist Guild has any quests.
Oh, I only had it on Discord. I didn't have it in the stream deck. Okay.
You did at one point because you showed it here. Because she was at the cafe.
Oh yeah, she was like 3 pixels
Yeah.
tall though. Yeah. You know, the funny thing is, I can't figure out how I triggered her to be there. Because normally NPCs in this game don't, like, go from one place to another except with quest progression. But I went back there the next day, and she was not there anymore. Because I
I think
actually...
she completed whatever quest put her there. Or a seasonal event, maybe?
But it might have been a seasonal event, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, she wasn't there anymore. Hey, thanks for the sparks. SFC Stewart 68, thanks for joining us. And yes, Happy New Year to you as well. Thanks a lot.
That was the unlocked sound.
Yes, it was. It's gone off several times now. I can't believe you didn't notice before now.
I thought it was a different sound effect.
Yeah, I've had it for several sessions. But yeah, so heading back out into the night. Make an investigation check, Ragnar. Do you have dark vision?
No, but I rolled a nat 20 anyways.
Okay. Well, you know exactly. It's nighttime. She's out on the prowl. She's out probably finding a mark, and you know exactly where to find her. You know all the dark corners, all the little nooks and crannies and alleys that the rogues hide in, and so you just almost bump right into her. She's like, "What are you doing here?"
Got a question.
Is this really the best time? It's really not. Make it quick.
Do you have any blacksmith friends?
2 in a row. What, Stuart?
I had 2 in a row.
2 nat 20s
History
in a row.
and then the investigation.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Couldn't do it for battle, but
Would have been
I mean,
nice. It would have been.
I got a 1 in minute 20.
It would have been.
I thought that on reckless.
I'm gonna tell you. There was a check that no one ever triggered, but I had in mind the check to do it was gonna be 2 nat 20s in a row because it's something that would be like seriously. Yeah, but no one ever triggered it. So, okay, fuck. Blacksmith. What? You need a blacksmith?
I want to go open a business in the town of Mist. So I need a blacksmith.
That one's crooked. She's good, but she's grumpy as hell. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you.
Alright. I have an apartment there. I tell her where it's at. What number.
You got an apartment now?
Yeah.
And I know I'm not talking like the way she does. I can't. She's too far out there for me.
That one's
You in
crooked.
trouble? Crash.
That one's grumpy.
I tell her, you get in trouble? Crash there.
Good to know. Yeah, just leave the window unlocked.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, what floor is this song? 'Cause I never actually went and looked.
You know what? Let me.
I would roll for it.
I'm gonna roll for it. You're on the 15th floor. Ooh.
Good thing she's a rogue.
So, she's like, okay, I'll find somebody.
Alright. Let's link off.
Okay. Okay. Very good. What else are we doing?
I go back to my apartment.
Okay, so we're not going to the inn anymore. You're going to your apartment. Okay.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Next, you're gonna have to get a
Sage
picture of
finds
that.
a perch.
Next, you're gonna have to get a picture of the apartment.
Yeah.
I mean, they can all crash on the floor. I doubt it's furnished.
Yeah, it's not furnished. Sage, what now?
Sage finds a perch in the aft castle to read through her borrowed books until it's late enough to go to the inn and claim a room for night.
Okay. It is already late enough to claim a room for the night, but
Then she does that and spends an hour reading her books in the room.
yeah, okay. Sounds good. Tatiana?
I forgot to ask this earlier. Does the Arcanist Guild have things that they need me to do for them?
So back in the daylight.
Yeah. They do have OOC. They do have a quest chain. I don't have any prepared currently. I didn't know you were interested in that one, but
I mean, I figured I'm gonna have to go to further into their quest line in order to have access to cleric spells to copy down.
I mean, you're a red mage?
What's up?
she says, I mean, you're a red mage. Red mages can learn magic from just about any source.
But
Very
D&D
specifically black and
mechanics,
white,
it has
so...
to be like cleric.
Say what?
But D&D sources, it has to be like learning it from a wizard source or a cleric source. But
Wizard source would be the thaumaturges, cleric source would be the white mages or conjurers.
the conjurers, not the arcanists.
Yeah, arcanists are. I don't even know how to categorize arcanists. They're weird.
Arcanists are arguably a little bit of both, depending on which specialization you go, but even a base arcanist does have effectively cure spells.
Yeah.
So pick your poison, your Gridania or Limsa.
So, do I need to be in Limsa or Gridania for the learning spells?
For depending on which you're going for, but for cleric,
Right.
I would recommend Gridania
Okay, never mind then.
for the conjurers.
My bad.
That's all right.
But we talked last session about the Ascian stuff. So
Yeah. Now that can come from anywhere.
gotcha.
That's main story stuff. So, yeah, you weren't able to get that information from the Arcanist because Arcanists, you were getting that because there's a library and research.
Gotcha.
So, anything else we're
No.
doing for now?
Now I'll just rent a room and whistle Venza.
Okay. So if all of the characters are turning in for the night, and Annabelle, where are you headed to?
She's gonna go get eyes on the mountain.
Okay, you're going to look for the Stampeding Mountain.
Yep.
Okay, so are you planning to just camp out in the wild?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she's a keeper, so she can see in the dark pretty well.
Okay, fair enough.
So she's going to go in the direction that Seji. Wait, how do you pronounce it again?
Seji.
Seji. Said. And she's going to go and basically hunt down where this thing is. That way, there she can report on it.
Okay. Let's see. So the closest aetheryte that you have, Annabelle, would be Mist. Unless you're just
Okay.
riding out from Limsa and just heading north.
Well, she does have a bird.
Does that have a bird?
Does or does not?
Does.
Does. Okay. I don't remember discussing that.
Oh. I'm sorry, I thought we did.
I don't recall. Maybe we did. My memory's crap these days. Okay, either way. Either you had one or you can rent one for...
Well, I'll go to Mist. I'll go from Mist then.
Yeah, either way's fine. So, but you're heading towards... Oh, that bird. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about a chocobo. I just saw your DM. Say what?
He is a chocobo.
Oh, okay. A dare. All right. I thought a dare
Yeah.
was a falcon or something. Okay.
No, he's a chocobo.
Okay. All right. So you ride a dare out to Costa del Sol.
Yeah, that was the direction that she pointed in, yeah.
Okay. And so you're looking for any signs of Kujata having gone through there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Survival check.
Alright, so let's see. That is usually a wisdom, so that's D20. Give me one sec.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. I hit the close all windows thing on that usually makes your light flash before your eyes there.
Mm.
And it got to the Emperor and stopped.
And that's a wisdom.
You lagged.
Say what?
You lagged.
I lagged?
You froze.
So that's a 14?
Oh. 14 on survival?
Yeah.
Guess I did lag.
There is some lag happening.
Weird. Sorry. Is there anything I can do about that? Not
Can you hear me
really.
now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. It was just a little bit of delay on it actually getting to you.
Testing.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's not bad.
Okay. Annabelle says she got a 5-second delay. Okay. If you guys are DMing me, I am not seeing the majority of them because my phone's turned sideways. But, yeah, Annabelle, you find large bison tracks that, you wouldn't be able to see normally, but because you do have dark vision, you're not sure if they're large enough to be Kujata.
Okay.
But you do see them. They're very mixed in with a lot of other tracks. You see. Let's see. To get any further, I'm going to ask for another survival check.
Alright, one sec. Ah, shit, I had to move the damn table. There we go. So it's 16 to 18.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're able to discern that it turned west up into the mountains. And you know that there is a thick jungle area on the other side of that ridge. Kind of south of Wineport. Kind of the jungle in there. Seems to have disappeared into that direction.
Okay, I'm not going to go in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the edge of the jungle to see if anything was disturbed, like a large animal passing through.
Okay. Investigation.
Okay, that is... That's an int. Okay. So that's 13. 15.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to see a lot of plant fronds that are kind of bent over and some things that look like they've been trampled. You see a few bent branches, a few broken and fallen branches. You feel fairly confident in saying that there was probably some large animal that's passed through. At this point, the foliage is thick enough that you're having a bit more trouble making out tracks in the ground, but...
Well, that's all that she was actually really looking for, was just signs of where he might have gone.
Okay.
So with that, she's going to actually go back to Limsa, go to bed, and she's going to find Seji in the morning.
Okay. I know this seems nitpicky, but how are you going back to Limsa? Which route?
Well, if I teleported to... Wait, I teleported to Mist.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably just... Well, can I use the Limson Aetherite Plaza?
Well, I mean, to get to an Aetherite so that you can teleport back to Limsa. Because we're not doing, like, open teleport.
Oh, that's right, you were doing it like that, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, I just want to know if you're going back to Mist, or...
Whichever one's going to be closer. If Costa is closer, I'll go to that one.
If what's closer?
Costa.
Costa del Sol, it is. Alright. So, Anave attunes to the Costa del Sol Aetherite and teleports to Limsa Lominsa. Got it. Okay. And I think that will do it for the evening. So the next day, before we get into the next day, I think this is probably a good time for us to go ahead and take a break. I actually meant to about 45 minutes ago. But, yeah. Whew. So, thanks guys. Hope you're enjoying it so far, and we'll be back shortly. As soon as I find the be right back button. There it is. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sticking with us while we took our quick break. Hello. Or maybe she was saying, "Ploo."
Oh boy, lag again.
Oh no. Try refreshing your browser. That may catch it back up. Right, so the next...
Maybe Reload fixed it.
The reload fixed it?
Mostly.
As there's like 10
Not for me.
seconds of silence. Ooh, sorry guys. Alright, so the next
3
morning
second lag on my end.
in Limsa... What are we up to today, folks? I know that we're role-playing that you guys went to sleep, but
Sorry.
it's alright.
Let me get up and...
Sage perches herself in a bench at the aft castle and continues going through one of her books
Okay,
until the others show up.
okay.
I go downstairs and get the breakfast there.
Okay. Sage is not far away, by the way. You can basically see her from your table.
I go up and I bring her like a biscuit.
Sage, were you able
Thank
to
you.
hear that? Oh, right, lag.
A
Give
bad
a slow
blood.
count of 3.
Count of 3? 3 seconds?
Something like that.
That's about how bad my lag is.
Oh, sorry.
Same.
Still not as bad as Ifrit Night.
Yeah. Alright. Biscuit exchange. What are you doing?
I wake up and go. I walk around the town of Mist for a bit,
Okay, right, I forgot you were down in Nest again.
trying to find a lot.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of location.
Yeah. Do I still have it in my screen here?
Trying to find a cheaper lot. The one lot that won't cost you an arm and a leg.
Yeah, I need you two to not look at the screen for a minute. Because it is literally in my private notes channel, which contains lots and lots of spoilers. Okay, there we go. And there, Ragnar, is your map of Mist.
Good look, him.
Hmm?
Good look.
Yeah. So the apartments are over here. This is
Sage
the
is
apartment
eventually going
building.
to try and buy lot 12.
Say what? Sage is trying to get lot 12?
Eventually, yes.
Yeah. So up here at the north is the entrance that you guys pulled through with the cart. The beach down here. And actually this whole map should be rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. So this beach should be on the east side here.
Yeah.
But yeah. So right down here,
Not
this
12, 17.
this little U shape here is the plaza where you guys had the info booth and everything.
Dutch.
So this is more, I guess, inland?
Yeah, this is actually up on a few tiers. It's a little bit of a raised area. Which, if I pull up this again, that's like in here. So yeah, all of these little ones here are the small lots. 19, 20, 21 are the beachfront. 18, 13, 12, so on. These at the corners are, those are larges. That one's a large. These like 29 and 30, those are mediums. 4 and 6, those are mediums. So yeah. But in any case, Or do you want me to leave it on that for a little bit?
You could just send me that picture,
Sure.
because then I can try and figure out.
Okay.
So that way we're not wasting time.
Yeah. So what else are we doing? You're just kind of looking around right now, kind of window shopping?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all of them are just empty plots right now. The ones at the beachfront obviously are the most eye-catching.
And the more expensive.
You would assume so, yeah. But they're literally, you can step out your front door and throw a rock and into the ocean.
Okay. So after a while, I then head to the city.
Okay, back to Limsa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I go and ask. So, Seji, what are you working on?
Hang on, mouthful. What's that?
Hang on, mouthful. You guys are here at the app
I'm just
castle.
taking this big old bite of cornbread when you ask.
Oh, that sounds good right now.
Setting the deck of 60 and star charts.
Star Charts.
I'm hoping Ariamje can get in touch with his friends.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Why do you ask?
Figured it would be a little bit more polite. Maybe it had something to do with all this Ascian business.
Nothing that heavy. When I was much younger, I came across mention and a small primer for astromancy, and it's fascinated me. It's just difficult for me to find very many resources on it. At least outside of Charland.
So are you meeting up with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Studying it is a bit more of a long-time goal.
At this point, you guys see Ragnar walking up.
Midori proceeds to bound over
I scoop him up and
because he
put him
gave
on
him
my
head
shoulder.
pats.
You scoop him up and what?
Put him on my
It
shoulder.
proceeds to poo incredibly happily and perches like a statue. He now has a blue carbuncle flag by an ear.
Probably wraps himself around his shoulder, kind of like the carbuncle coat.
Oh no, seated as tall as it can be because now it's got a perch.
Oh, right. So yeah, it's probably trying to sit on top of your
It
head.
is on display.
No, down here. I pat him.
He now has a best friend for life.
Nice.
Sage sees this, quietly face palms.
Anave, were you staying at the inn when you went?
Yep.
Okay. So you, whenever you come downstairs, you see them out at the aft castle through the south exit of the Drowning Wench. You see them milling around talking.
Alright, well, if I see Seiji, I'm gonna go over to her, give her a nod, and be like, found where they went.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Say just Ragnar, did that thing have a bounty on it?
I don't think we discussed money.
You
I know he wants it dead.
Yeah. You didn't hear a bounty mentioned, but common sense tells you, hell yeah, there's a bounty.
Yeah, I'm not sure how big yet. Maybe big enough to get
I might be able to find out.
You two were both talking at the same time.
Yeah, I was like,
Ane first.
I was just saying, it might be good to check.
Check if there's a bounty.
Sage had said, I might be able to find out.
I go to the Marauders Guild and talk to the captain.
You guys are saying this, and Ragnar just immediately just turns and just walks away without a word. Because this is Ragnar.
Yeah.
Midori looks between Ragnar and Sage sighs, motions for it to staple it, and it
Well,
just kind of stays on Ragnar's shoulder.
okay. Okay, so you come marching into the Marauders Guild with a carbuncle on your shoulder. And,
Sage ambles over towards the Maelstrom barracks.
okay.
So I go talk to the clerk.
Okay.
I want to help me with the maps
Okay.
and ask if there's a bounty on the mountain thingy.
She says, yeah.
How much?
I have not figured this out yet, so. Currently sitting at about 2,000 gold.
I walk out. I say
Yeah,
thanks and walk out.
Okay.
As soon as the door closes, I click the I click my earring
Uh-huh.
because it's in my beard,
Yep.
and I let them know.
Okay.
So you've got a map for.
Hmm.
You got a map for the mountain.
No, the person helped me with the cities I didn't recognize.
Yeah, you guys all hear your link pearl ring with Ragnar's voice.
Alright?
And I informed them of the price. It was like what 20 or 2,000.
2,000 gold. So
Yeah.
that would be about, I think it was,
500 apiece.
yeah.
And I go back to where I last saw them.
Okay.
You can go to Sage now.
Hmm?
You can go to Sage now. She's going to the mushroom place.
Oh yeah, Sage Maelstrom, Maelstrom Barracks. What are you doing there?
Assuming he made that call before she made it there, she makes a U-turn and heads back to the group.
Which one's closer?
The Maelstrom barracks are closer, actually.
Maelstrom Barracks.
Okay.
Specifically, she heads towards whoever's manning the hunt board or where that is to see if there's a mark for it on there.
There is,
Is
and
that sort of an open thing?
there is, and you do see the same information. 2,000 gold, and then about a minute after you see it, you hear his call come in.
In reply, that's about what I'm seeing. Looks like there's a few places we could hand it in as well, depending on who you wanted to make an impression on.
Good to know.
She heads back towards where the others were left.
Okay.
Yes, I love the music in the Maelstrom Barracks.
I was trying to see if I had it, but one, I don't, and two, you were barely there.
Oh, I know.
Alright, so you guys meet back up at the aft castle. Or in the Drowning Wench. Which is like right there.
The new person doesn't have a pearl, does he?
Either or, I guess.
You don't know.
Can I look to see if I can see one?
You may.
Perception, right?
This would be investigation.
Six. Can't see nothing.
Yeah, you're not sure. You're not sure if that's a link pearl or an ordinary earring or what. So. Hell,
All right.
yours is hidden in your beard. There's no telling where.
I mean, it's still visible. It's just attached.
How about a 20?
Huh?
How about a 20?
Are you
Sorry, I should have said something.
okay? Anave, where are you wearing your link pearl?
That almost sounds dirty.
Good thing
You know,
Mikey's
that's
not
exactly
here.
where my mind was going, and I was going to be sarcastic, but I decided against it.
Wouldn't you like to know? God.
It's a good thing Quota's not
I mean,
here.
that's a viable answer.
Yeah.
It is. It is a viable answer, and it is a good thing that Quota's not here. Yes.
That would have gone. We would have been able to post this one.
God.
She has a shell on her ear, and it's in one of them.
Okay. Is it visually apparent that that is a link pearl? Or is it like locked inside of a locket type thing?
I would imagine.
Because I know your earring looked a little bit
Yeah.
like a locket, so. Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you wearing your link pearl?
Up my butt.
You know, someone joked about doing that. Actually, I think it was Quota.
I think he also thought about
It was
swallowing
quota.
They thought
Oh
about
God, they
swallowing
think alike.
I can't wait. I can't wait. This is gonna be awesome. He may actually get someone to play with.
Going off the rails way too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Phrasing.
Oh, it was intentional, that one.
Yeah, I'm sure. Anyway,
So it's kind of
the results of your check are that you are able to determine that she's wearing a link pearl. You're not sure whether it's a Scions of the Seventh Dawn link pearl, but it's definitely a link pearl. In any case,
In any
This is
case,
great. Welcome to the group, Danny.
Oh, you kidding? This is tame.
Oh, that's because Quota's not here.
It is tame because Quota's not here.
Quota
That is
got
true.
us having to redo an episode.
That is true. Actually, at the very beginning of my stream the other night, I got a direct message from Mixer about the content of my stream. I shit you not. About the content of my stream. It says, hi, because of the content of your stream, we have set your age rating to 18 plus. And I was like,
Wait, I didn't know I could do that.
what, one, I thought I was already set to that. Two, what happened on my stream that caused that to be forced? Quota, ladies and gentlemen. The man who sits right here when he's here. Anyway.
I mean, I thought maybe it was 16 plus because I had to toggle a yes, I want to watch this the first time I clicked
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Anyway.
So what? They raised the age by 2 years?
Yeah.
See, the improv one would make sense. Because that can go...
That can go in a lot of different directions.
Yeah. But this is like... It varies.
It was at the beginning of an improv stream, but it was at the beginning of the stream. I'm like, so what? Yeah. So anyway.
Thanks, Quota.
So yes, Anave's wearing a link pearl. What are we doing now, guys?
I have nothing else to do here. I've got 3 more days to my helmets.
When Ragnar locks up.
You do have the Gridania ceremony tonight.
Mm-hmm. Has it been long enough for my ingots?
Hmm?
Has it been long enough for my ingots? 'Cause I think you said 2 days. I think.
Probably not. I'll say that tomorrow, next session, will be long enough.
Okay. That will get a new sword.
When Ragnar walks up, Sage says, so, looks like we have 2 different places to hand in if we wanted. If we do go hunt this thing today.
I think today. I think we still need Quota. Because who knows what he's done.
I wouldn't disagree. The more hands, the better. Where is Quota?
I don't know. Kind of ran off.
And if this was a movie, suddenly it just cuts to Quota wherever he is, just causing absolute mayhem. He's probably ventured into the high-level Sahagin area, and he's like running like hell out of there.
Well, he'd be trying to burn everything.
Huh?
No.
He'd be trying to burn
He's in
everything.
the bar getting drunk.
He drinks milk. He doesn't get drunk.
Strangely enough, he does. He drinks milk.
That'd be me getting drunk.
He's in the coffin making trouble.
Wow.
Or he's dancing.
That's funny for a reason you don't know about yet.
He's trying to impress Zaroon.
Impress who?
Zaroon in the coffin.
Huh?
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
Causing trouble.
Hasn't been mentioned in the campaign yet. Careful of spoilers
No.
there.
Where's the first
One
place
of a
he went to?
million named NPCs in the game.
No, the bar he went to with, or the restaurant he went to with me was very nice. I was thinking the one he went to.
Oh, the Bismarck.
Yeah. Well, that one was mentioned. He could go there.
That's the one he nearly got kicked out of very early, yes.
He could go there and try.
So,
Oh no.
I want to ask, is anyone mentioning the Bismarck in character?
Which one was the Bismarck?
The one you went to.
One that I went to?
Because Quota went with me to the fancy restaurant where he annoyed customers.
Right, that's the Bismarck.
Okay.
The one that you went to was the
that
missing member, which actually, you guys are like right there. It's like right here.
That's the one I was thinking of, that he could go to and have fun.
Oh.
Like, just not really do anything.
I'll say the Bismarck is on the aft castle.
No, it's not.
Or is that the one by the Culinarians Guild?
The Bismarck is the Culinarians Guild. The missing member is the one at the aft castle.
Yep.
But anyway,
I'll just have him DM you what he was doing.
I'm just curious if anyone mentioned quota potentially getting kicked out of the Bismarck.
Because I remember him annoying customers. I
Yes.
don't remember him almost getting kicked out.
Right. Well, okay. Harassing / irritating customers. Is this mentioned out loud?
Sure, I'll mention it. My character will mention it. Because it's like more of a remember, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I remember the time he did that.
Anave, any reaction?
I'm just kind of listening to these guys and wondering how they can actually get their act together.
This is the first stage is hearing about that too, I think. Which earns a raised eyebrow.
Once fighting starts, it just blends very well.
They do,
Uh-huh.
they do work very well together.
I go to
Well, if he
Crystal.
almost got kicked out of there, he's probably not there.
Eh. We'll find him, or he'll find us. One of the two. So I'm gonna go to the Crystal,
Okay.
go to Gridania, and try and find a quest.
I'm going to Conjurer's Guild. How about you?
Sage is going to ask you to her link for Urianche.
Okay. You guys going to...
Sorry, not sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so as you guys are heading for the Aetherite Crystal to teleport to Gridania, Sage makes that call. Good morning, Miss Seiji. Art thou well?
Yes. I know it's only been a few days. Any luck with your friend from Charlotte?
Alas, my missive has not been returned yet. But this be not unusual. The distance considered.
Thank you.
Is there aught else?
No, thank you. I've been putting those books you loaned me to good use.
I am glad to be of service.
That was literally all.
Okay. You suddenly hear Ida come on the link pearl. Uriange, why are you like this? Like what? And there's no reply.
Sage laughs a little. She looks at Annie if she followed us. An interesting group is a polite way to put it.
She's definitely following because, you know, she's babysitting.
Oh god. Alright, so you guys have teleported to Gridania. Where are we going? What are we up to here?
I go to the Ventures Guild and find a quest. Since I have time.
Emperor's Titan, how you doing? I'm just now seeing your comment. I'm sorry, my chat wasn't scrolling down. She saw a drunken naked dwarf riding an armor-clad battle camel and singing pirate sea shanties. Okay, whatever.
Oh. Just
You're doing what now?
finding a quest. I need money.
Okay. Where are you going?
Adventures Guild.
Adventurers Guild. Okay. Mother Mioun sees you in there, and oh, good morning, Ragnar. It's been a while.
Yep. Anything for me? Quest wise? Need anybody need help?
You know, let's see. As far as needing help, out in the eastern area of the Shroud, out by Hawthorne, I've been hearing a bit of some Garlean movement, some Imperial movement, and that area is not well defended. That might be worth venturing a look, and someone out there may be able to use some of your aid.
Alright, I think I can head that way.
Just like that? Just...
Yep.
Okay. Bye then!
I'll be back. Did I really get it wrong?
Do you tell anyone you're doing this?
Nope.
Okay, you guys are still at the Aetherite Crystal as you see Ragnar come walking back up. And you just touch the Aetherite and just disappear again.
Yep.
Does he always do that?
You know, him and the other one are just about as bad at that thing called communication.
How long have you been a group?
A week?
It shows.
Maybe? I mean, that's how long ago I met them. They were something before that.
It's amazing they're still alive.
No kidding.
Which, by the way, Anave, I may have neglected to point this out earlier. When you guys met Alfino and Alize in the address at Limsa Laminsa, Alfino specifically mentioned that these guys, this strange band of people that you're wondering how they're still alive, that they managed to defeat Ifrit. Your character heard this. I'm just saying. Okay.
Impressor?
Huh? Impressed?
She's basically thinking, okay, they killed Ifrit. Okay. What else?
Oh. Okay.
They killed a friend, okay, maybe we got lucky.
Alright, so...
Would she be
That's what
into the
she's
little
thinking. They got
memory
lucky.
spell?
I heard that. Let me think about it. Anave, what was that again?
I says she's thinking that they got lucky.
Okay. And the answer is yes, she would.
Oh, okay, so... Alright.
Before I cover what you find out there, let me find out what the others are doing.
No problem.
Conjurer's Guild.
Okay. Alright, so inside the Conjurer's Guild, receptionist helps you out inside the hollow of this giant tree. And good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Here to see anyone?
I'm here actually to join.
To join.
Yes.
Right. Right, well then. Let me see if I can arrange a meeting with the guildmaster for you.
Thank you.
And she hurries off, and a minute later, a gentleman that you have met previously appears. I don't think I had an image for him before, but this is Esumiyan. You talked to, well, he walks up and, oh, you, I'm sorry, your name has slipped my mind, but you came to see me about that corrupted soil, wasn't it?
Yes.
So, what can I do for you?
Well, I believe I will need to join this guild in order to further advance along in the more white magic aspect of
I see.
abilities.
I see. Well, if that's the case, I will gladly accept your application, and I can begin training and lessons and so on tomorrow. And where are you in terms of your magical ability currently?
I think I put it in terms that he understands. Like, I am able to.
I'm surprised that you didn't just immediately blurt out, I killed her for it.
I mean, it fits your personality.
So I go ahead and I explain how I am able to, on a regular basis, cast the spell Aid.
Alright.
But I'm not sure if you've heard of this, but in Ulda, Ifrit was disposed of recently.
I have heard of
Oh
that.
boy.
That was my team, under the effects of some other magic imposing into us.
Fascinating. That was you. Alright.
Yes.
That does fit the descriptions I've heard.
Hmm.
Alright, well then. Let me ask you this. When you cast Aid, or any other healing and enhancing spell, where are you pulling the magical energy from? Within yourself? The aether around you?
Oh, see, I really haven't thought about that.
It's up to you.
Ah.
You can say that in character. I haven't really thought about it. I just do it.
I just do it. Like,
Okay.
it's a thing I learned from my parents. Just do it. Just do magic.
He nods, kind of chuckles. He says, I understand. I understand. How long have you been practicing?
Okay, so
From your parents, so I assume since
So-
childhood?
about, yeah.
Okay. You're not a Pajal, so I assume you're probably in your 20s?
24 years.
Alright. Alright, I think I have a fair idea. Right. Come back tomorrow and I'll pencil something in for you, and tomorrow morning, shall we? What was that?
Will be good.
Okay.
Alright, also gonna go ahead and give you a warning about that incident, further information about the incident with the magical soil.
Yes.
The thing that created the being that used the magical soil was also able to cast Time Stop. And it was a puppet of a stronger being.
Now see, I wasn't surprised until you said that. Etheric density of that magnitude from a being like that, being able to cast time stop, that makes sense. But for a... Are you sure it was from a puppet?
I'm sure because when I used detect magic immediately after the combat with him over by the tree, I saw a string that went out, connecting from where its body laid to something else. Fortunately, I don't know where that something else is yet.
I see. That is disturbing.
Yeah.
Do you by chance know anyone by the name of Ida and Papalimo?
Yes, I've joined forces with them a little bit.
Ah. Their organization works against things like
The
this.
Signs of the seventh dawn. Yep. Yes, I remember.
Ah, perfect. Well, preaching to the choir then, am I? Well, thank you for the information.
But
sorry, I just noticed something and now it's gonna bug me, so I gotta reset everyone's hit points now.
Yeah.
Is that, do I have Ragnar's right? That's 60 of 60 now?
Uh-huh.
Seiji, you're missing 2, I think.
Yep.
Yep, 2.
And Tatiana's at full health. Okay. Alright.
Do we get on his little icon thing yet?
I have it made, I just don't have like all the programming done for it.
Fair.
Because setting it up in the Stream Deck is actually quite a process. Anyway. Is that it for now from Conjurer's Guild?
yeah,
Okay.
You deal with them. You deal with them.
Seiji and Anave, what are y'all doing?
Did Seiji go anywhere?
Chatting. We are chatting.
We're chatting.
Yes, they are idiots. No, I'm not sure how they survived before they picked me up in their group. I'm not sure how we survive even with me in their group.
To be honest, sometimes I'm not sure either.
Because we roll better than you.
You wouldn't believe it, but my carbuncle of all things finished off the primal. If that topic comes up.
So now Sage is preening. No, just kidding.
Even if that topic comes up.
Oh, it probably would have.
Did you really?
So you got lucky.
It's more than that, but it feels like it.
I am Ran Wheaton.
Right.
Especially in that fight.
There is more to it than that, but it's why I can't get Midori to stop preening.
Did you ever jump off my shoulder?
I was just thinking that.
Has been slowly circling the two.
Oh, Midori's slowly circling the 2, so he did jump down?
Oh, Midori's slowly circling Sage and Ane,
Okay.
strutting.
Okay. I was just making sure that Ragnar didn't just teleport off to the Hawthorne hut and still have Midori on his shoulder.
No. When they got to Gridania, Midori hopped off.
Okay. Okay. So, Ragnar, you get out to the area of Hawthorne, and yeah, I still don't have anything for it graphically. Because, for once, I didn't expect you guys to make it to this point tonight. Well, we've only got like 3 minutes left anyway, so... yeah, you don't see anything like immediately out of place. It's not like under siege or anything, but you do see Twin Adder officers there's activity, you know, and there you see some officers kind of heading off into the forest. Not necessarily officers, sorry, but you see various soldiers heading off into the forest. And, there does seem to be increased activity.
We go up to the one that was just kind of standing around.
Okay.
That's what's going on.
He gives you a Twin Adder salute, which is this, and he says there's increased activity from the Garlean Castrum to the east. They seem to be, well, we're not really sure. That's the problem. We're not sure what they're up to. But the elementals and the forces of the forest seem to be dealing with them, it seems. They haven't made it out this way. At least not yet.
Anything y'all need help with?
I think we would all feel a little bit better once we know what the Garleans are doing. So that we have some idea their objective currently. Because if they were making for here, if they were trying to just expand, they would have gotten here already. Elementals or no. So, that's really the best I can give you. I'm not really...
So, scouting mission. Alright. Scouting mission.
That's what most of them are doing right now.
And he says to the east.
Yes.
So I head that way.
Alright. Heading off by yourself?
Yep.
Okay.
I think at some point I reach back to Seji and the others.
Okay.
It's like, so, are we doing anything else crazy today?
Do you have any idea where Ragnar went?
I can find out real quick. Hey Ragnar, where are you going?
Scouting.
Where?
That sounds weird over here. Hawthorne.
You teleported at Hawthorne. Shall we follow?
Why?
I think he's scouting out. I think there's Garleans over there.
Is there a bounty?
It's almost like we might keep putting to wood.
Sounds like a good question.
If I remember correctly, the Garleans over there are threatening the Sylvans, and the Sylvans...
Sylphs.
The Sylphs. If the Sylphs are threatened enough, they'll summon a primal.
Well aware I'm from the Shroud. So he just ran off on his own to go and check this.
Sounds like it. I'm going to back him up. And I teleport to Hawthorne.
Okay. Seji, Anave.
Tsunade. Well, I better go babysit.
I could always get a hold of the adders and see if there was anything going on.
Do you have a way to contact you if,
Yeah, I have that pearl you all were using.
out of character, do we need to do anything to connect them?
No, they're on the same network. She received her link pearl from another member of the Scions, but she received hers around the same time that y'all did. You guys just had not met until now.
Okay, in that case, head tilt, you're connected with the Scions?
Yes?
Good enough for me. I'll go chase them down and let you know where we wind up.
Well, there's adders at the Hawthorne hut. They would know better than the area. So we can both head there and I can talk to them.
Works for me.
So I think the first thing I do when I teleport there is I go up to
We're a
somebody who's
few
like,
minutes behind.
hey, you see a big burly guy?
You don't even have to ask. You see him off in the distance.
Okay.
It hasn't been long enough.
Gotcha.
So,
Just
you
gonna stealth. Shot high.
yeah, you teleport in. You just kind of immediately glance around. Oh, over there. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Wait, no, I already know that. Okay. Ida's voice comes on the link, Pearl. Wait. Scouting near Hawthorne? Did I hear that right?
Just keep on going.
And I click the pearl, yes.
Sage answers, yes, you did.
Scouting for Garleans?
I'm not sure what for yet.
Well, I think they're in conflict with the Sylphs. I think they're after one.
Already?
I'm further east. That's what I'm seeing. I'm trying to get after a few that are chasing one in particular.
Coordinates, and I take.
I run for the Chocobo guy and it's like, can I get a cart east?
Yeah, he sees that you're in a hurry and he, pretty quickly, yeah.
I got a cart for us. Let's hurry.
And Ida says, and by the way, I also just got a bit of information on the best way to make diplomatic contact with the Sylphs, which now seems like it barely even matters, but dancing.
Wonderful.
That's their traditional greeting.
Mm-hmm.
So when you were talking about quoted dancing, I'm like... yeah. Also, a couple weeks ago...
We all love that.
Huh?
I'm certainly glad most of this is going to land next session because it's about time.
Yes. Also, I will just... Yeah,
We get to see that.
that's actually where we're going to wrap up for tonight, is Ida revealing that the Sylph's traditional greeting is dancing. And I will also point out that a couple weeks ago in the Players General chat, which is closed to viewers, Jay mentioned a few weeks ago, or no. Yeah, Jay mentioned a few weeks ago, oh, you know, I think I'll be there this week. Didn't happen, but I had said in reply to that, because I thought you guys would make it all the way to this point that week. Silly me. I had said, I hope that
You should learn by now.
I hope that you do make it tonight, because
3 weeks later.
because yeah.
I was coming forward.
Your character's talents might come in handy for something I have in mind. Because character's a dancer. Anyway, and you guys know how actually in the players chat today, I said, oh, I usually have about 10 pages of notes per session. You guys usually make it through 5.
How far we make it?
3.
Better. Better for your, like, honestly, like, for what you prepared and what we made it through.
Yeah. Granted, though, really all that was left that I have prepared is Gridania's Remembrance Service. So.
And we'll do that after we...
Yeah.
Rescue Sylph. Get back to Gridania.
Mm-hmm.
Go from there.
Yeah. This thing with the Sylph, I actually had intended to come after the Remembrance Service, but hey, it worked out. So.
I need money. I have a plan now. Gotta get it going. Because I don't really make money.
Yep. So, we will see if your...
You're just saving up for a home.
We'll see if your plan works out how you're hoping it will.
Okay, as long as I can make some money, I'll be happy.
I have more ideas. But, well,
Unfortunately, Sage just wanted to be a normal person, a normal adventurer.
that didn't happen.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
That's not gonna happen for the poor girl,
No.
What's normal?
but she's gonna try.
Let's be honest. From the
Not
from the
standing in
various
spotlight.
from the various tutorial quests and like the early main story quests where you're encountering other adventurers, let's be honest, what happens to every single one of them? Normal adventurers, they die. A lot. It's actually
They wear the red shirts.
yeah.
Why
It's
Sage
actually
has bought a house.
yeah, it's actually really sad. Like every party of other adventurers that you meet in the early stages, they all end up dying.
I thought about getting the game on the PlayStation.
Yeah, and Edda's group actually is one of
Actually,
those.
I may now.
Good.
Facinger's got a PS4.
Say what, Anna?
I said it's good. You know, PS4 player over here.
Oh,
PC here, I don't understand how you guys can do it with controllers.
It's pretty simple.
And I don't understand how my roommate plays it on PC, so we're even.
I understand both, so...
there's so many buttons to hit and so few buttons on the controller. I know there's modifier keys, but still, it's like
It's just how you set everything up. Same with the PC.
I just use 2 crossbars. That's it.
I have.
I mean, my
I have
controller had-
6 rows of hotbars, and I still barely have enough.
It's all how you set up your macros.
What?
Macros are key.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got 3 active hotbars, but
Okay, well, I have.
I'm basically all doing it by muscle memory.
Yeah, I have 4 rows that are actually bound to keys. The others I have to click, but yeah. Anyway,
so Sylphs are dancing. This is going to be great.
yes.
And
Next
we
week,
gotta have Quota do it.
huh?
And we've got to have Quota do it.
Yes.
He somehow gets performance even though he's not proficient in it. He rolls great.
The funny thing to me is that in reviewing all of this stuff and preparing it, I was thinking they're gonna find out that they have to dance to greet a sylph. and Quota's just gonna throw everything down and be like, I quit. I can't do this, no.
No, he'll have fun with it. That's the one thing you want to worry about him. He'll find a way to have fun. Or find a way to twist it.
That's true. But, yeah. So next week, Sylph Management. That is the title of next week's episode. That will do it for us for tonight. Yes, there's so many puns in the quest names and episode names and everything. There's so many.
That's great.
Stamp Steel, you're still awake.
Mhm.
You know, it's funny because Tails was making fun of you in our other Discord about being asleep all the time. Here you are. Speaking of which, Tails, are you still awake? That's the question. Uh-huh. I'm expecting a message from Tails here any
I
second. He's
don't
gonna
see
say,
anything.
fight me.
Burn.
Yeah. Stamp Steel, my sleep was messed up, but I fixed it up recently. Yeah, and Tails said you immediately messed it right back up again. But, once again, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you all tuning in, and I hope everybody had fun. Anave, welcome to the group. I hope you had fun and that we haven't scared you off.
She hasn't met Quota yet.
She hasn't met Quota yet, that's true.
Oh,
that's
hell
true.
no.
She can't commit until she meets Quota. Tails and I are in Johnny's world watching him sing. Much love. Okay, so Tails is allegedly awake. And TFM Johnny is singing. I wish we could raid him, but yeah. Quota here next week?
He better
Hope
be
so.
stamped.
Maybe.
Hope so. He had to work tonight.
Scheduling conflict.
Hope so.
Yeah. Last I had heard, honestly, was that he had gotten off of Thursdays.
But when everybody requests Thursday off,
Yeah.
that normally work, and he can't. He has to work.
So, if anybody's hiring, Quota and Ragnar both need new jobs. So,
Benefits.
there you go.
Hi.
Also Seji. Alright. Anyway, thanks again. See you Tuesday for improv, Thursday for episode 11, Sylph Management. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. And I'm going to delay for a few seconds because of lag so that it manages to catch the last few seconds.
Bye-bye. Bye, people.